you know what? I never liked you.
I literally.
You got me. No, she ain't by herself. She ain't by herself, my man. No, I call me.
I'm sure you're curious about what happened, so let's not waste any time and jump right into it. Pretty pathetic ones. Take this guy, for example. He may seem all laid back, but is he really?
What you got here?
That's a watch my grandmother gave me.
Wow, this dude received a watch from his grandma, which is pretty sweet, right? But here's the thing. He's convinced it's solid gold and expects a fat stack of cash for it. Well, let's hook him up with the amount he's hoping for. Let's find out.
500.
The problem is the metal on it is just stainless steel.
Well, the metal on it is just stainless steel, so that's disappointing. But how will this guy take it?
Yeah, you see this discoloration on the side?
No.
You don't see the rose?
Whoa, hold up. This dude just flat out rejected it without even taking a peek. Talk about a major red flag, am I right? Less than explain.
In between the links were gold plated. The gold plating had rubbed off. The watch had no value.
And then this guy's like, can I get someone else to check it out then? Because Les shut down his hopes of getting any cash. Whoa, okay, Mr. Expert. This dude is seriously not happy about it.
Value.
It does have value.
How about your chain? You want to pawn me your chain?
Anyway, being the sweetheart that he is, Les brings in another dude for a second opinion, just to be fair. But what happens next is totally mind-blowing and straight up disrespectful. Brace yourself for this one. It's gonna shock you.
Does this bozo know what he's doing?
Well, I wouldn't really call him names.
Seriously, this dude needs to chill and get a grip. I mean, who does he even think he is? Anyway, from that point on, things started spiraling down, and honestly, it's for all the right reasons.
500.
Nothing.
Stop being a bitch.
Now, Les ain't about to tolerate any disrespect, and nobody should. And this jerk is about to experience a dose of his own medicine. And let me tell you, it's not a pretty sight. Check out what Les has in store for him.
Give me my mother. Man, come over here and pick this bitch.
Oh man, this dude is about to get serious flipping off, I kid you not. You know what goes down with idiots like him? They're in for a rude awakening.
Yo, you, get him here.
Let's go, my man. Have a good day, sir. Have a good
Gotta admit, that was seriously hilarious. What did Les have to lose? Nothing at all. But this guy, oh yeah, he got exactly what he deserved. The man just couldn't stop with the curses.
sir. Let yourself out. Let yourself out.
Oh, you think this was intense? Well, hold on tight because you haven't seen anything yet. So this dude walks in, right? And he brings in some equipment, no beating around the bush, and straight up expects a cool $100 for it. Can you believe that?
Like, I'm trying to get at least 100 for it.
$100,000?
Yeah.
I won't even be able to sell it for
Well, the guy just flat out tells him that there's no way he can cough up $100. So the customer's disappointed, but hey, at least he's keeping his cool, right?
So how much can you give me, huh?
20 bucks.
Well, we're clueless about what this dude's gonna pull off next. But hold up. Seth comes swooping in to handle the situation like a boss. Let's see how he tackles it.
Sitting on the back? Do you know what it is?
It don't matter how many you sitting on in the back.
Because then I can't.
Well, things are seriously heating up, and it's turning into a real mess. Seth tries to talk some sense into the guy, but he's just not cooperating. And instead, he's shouting like there's no tomorrow.
Dollars for this.
You paid 200 for that, I overheard?
Yeah, I mean,
Really, you paid 200.
So Seth breaks it down for him, saying it's not even worth $100. But this dude is now causing a scene, making a big fuss that's grabbing everyone's attention, to be honest.
I'm trying to get money for it. I've been waiting in this line for an hour. I need more than two.
This guy seriously needs to calm down. He's dropping way too many curse words, and honestly, it's gonna be his one-way ticket out of the shop. That's when Les steps in to take charge. Let's see how that plays out.
You gonna do old man?
Who you calling old mother?
Old man?
No way, he actually said that? Like seriously, what the heck? This guy just keeps digging his own grave, making the situation even worse for himself. Brace yourself, because what he does next is gonna leave you absolutely stunned.
Really, mother?
I got this. I got it. You wanna give me more than 20?
Oh my god, seriously? Can you believe it? This dude actually tried to mess with Les and thought he could get away with it without being kicked out. That's some messed up behavior right there. Like, what on earth was he even thinking?
You wait for an hour.
Really? Me? You.
Well, he totally got what he deserved. But guess what? That's not even the end of it. The seller was not ready to go below $2,000, so the deal was not made that day. World of Warcraft Frostmourne Sword.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, man.
What is this?
This is a Frostmourne sword.
A Frostmourne sword from the World of Warcraft is what this man brought in, and Chum couldn't help but get all interested since it was about a video game.
You know about this, right?
How big of a nerd do you think I am?
The seller was himself a gamer and loved this kind of stuff. According to him, the sword is still in its original box, and even though the condition of the box might be a little off, he had not played with the sword much, so it was in mint condition.
Whoa, that thing is pretty cool. Here, let me hold this right here. Let me check this thing out here.
World of Warcraft came out in 2004. It was so huge and popular that later Epic Weapons started producing weapons from the game. So yeah, those weapons and this sword were like the real version of what was used in the game.
Sometimes people play this, they play for days and days and days and days.
Chum could not help but admire the beauty of the sword, while on the other hand, Rick could not see exactly why the sword was so valuable, as he had no idea about any kind of video games.
How much you want for this thing?
I'm thinking $5,000.
Really?
With Rick having no idea what the sword might actually be worth, he had to call in Steve the expert to have a look and inform him.
This sword in the game is the Lich King's. You definitely had to have this sword if you wanted to be one of those top-tier players.
So this is why it became one of the most desirable pieces of memorabilia. When he checked it closely, the expert came to the conclusion that it was actually an authentic sword and not a replica of the original one.
I think you probably are going to be able to get somewhere around $1,350 for this.
With that said, Rick made his offer of $600, but with the seller not agreeing, they eventually settled on $750 in the end, and the deal was made.
Okay, $750. Go write them up, Chum. Leave the sword here. I will put it in the box.
You want to play with it, don't you?
No, I don't want to play with it.
Babe Ruth baseball card.
Got a Babe Ruth baseball card for your consideration.
This man came into the shop with a Babe Ruth baseball card, which, according to him, was one of about half a dozen cards. He claimed it was extremely rare, very valuable, and equally collectible too.
Oh, I mean, I'm just amazed that it's graded a 10. It's rarely you see any baseball card graded a 10. I like it, it's cool.
Babe Ruth played in the MLB in the 1920s and was a 7-time World Series champion. The seller had been a fan of his since he was 5 years old, so he collected everything he can get his hands on until the present day.
This is actually a strip card. This was a kind of card that candy store owners had.
The man wanted to sell it if he got the right price, or else he said he would take it back and give it to his grandkids so they would know the love of baseball too. However, the right price for the man was $60,000. So yeah, Rick had to call in an expert before making an offer.
These aren't certainly by far the most attractive cards. One of the rarest cards of Babe Ruth being that it's graded a perfect PSA 10.
The expert couldn't help but admire the rarity of the card and assured Rick of how collectible these cards are even in today's market. However, the most important question still remained unanswered. Which was the card's worth?
I would say it'd be worth about $12,000, $15,000.
So Rick offered the man $8,000, which was of course too low for him, considering he expected at least $60,000 for the card when he came into the shop.
I'm not going to be able to come down that far. I mean, probably the lowest, my bottom dollar price would be like 40 grand.
They couldn't make a deal, and the seller left thinking that the expert had undervalued the card compared to its actual market worth. Jukebox.
A guy called me about a vintage jukebox he wants to sell.
So Rick went to check out a vintage jukebox, which in Rick's case is always a good seller. Anytime someone says they have one, Rick is ready to go over and have a look.
This is our beauty. This is the 1947 Wurlitzer Jukebox 1100.
According to the seller, that jukebox is more like a fine bottle of wine, which only gets better with age. Rick couldn't help but agree with them, seeing the mint condition the jukebox was in.
I mean, everything about this I absolutely love.
The seller loved his jukebox, and Rick loved it too. It was in pristine condition, and the company had a nice history. People still wanted it these days, and it even had history attached to it, being the first post-war machine they made in 1946. So the only thing Rick needed to know was if it worked or not.
Does it work?
Absolutely.
And the seller showed Rick how perfectly the jukebox worked, and with all said and done, it was time to make a deal.
It's cool. How much do you want for it?
$6,000 is the minimum.
Rick knew these things usually go for $5 to $6 grand, so he had to buy it for less in order to make a profit. He offered $3 grand, but the seller wasn't having it.
So I would give you like $3 grand for it.
Well, we've already turned down $3 grand.
Even when Rick offered him $4,000, the seller said he couldn't sell it for such a low price and would have to talk to his wife about it too. So the deal couldn't be made that day.
It would be great to have $4,000, but I also know that it's really worth a whole lot more than that.
Space helmet.
What do we have here?
It's a 1966 Lost in Space original helmet.
This seller came into the shop with a space helmet from the TV show Lost in Space. Rick declared that the helmet was so cheesy that it was cool. The man had gotten the helmet from the toy shop when he was a kid and had it signed by all the actors from the show except for the doctor who had passed away then.
How much you want for it?
I like $1,500.
So Rick had to call on the expert to see if the helmet was genuine and how much, according to the expert, it was worth in the condition the seller brought it in.
I will say you don't really see too many helmets signed by these people, mostly photographs. It's rare that people kind of branch out into that.
After looking at the helmet, the expert knew it was the real deal. So Rick was ready for the real question, the worth of the helmet. The expert said that he had to examine and authenticate all the signatures one by one.
Really nice signature. Can't read every letter, but it's, looks pretty good on there.
With everything checked and done, the helmet was said to be worth $500 by the expert. But Rick had to have it checked by the toy expert too to know the worth of the helmet as well.
And it's amazing that that's all intact. Also, we have all the straps.
The expert had to admire the condition the helmet was in. And according to him, the helmet could easily go for $1,200 to $1,400.
What would you take for it?
I mean, $15 is what I'd like for it.
Not gonna happen.
But the deal got done at $900 after just some light negotiations, and Rick's condition that he would give him $900 if the seller wears the helmet once.
I'll meet you right over there.
Sounds good.
Pokemon Game Boy.
Hey, how's it going?
Pretty good. What's in for you today? Game Boy Color Pokemon Limited Edition.
Pokemon Game Boy Limited Edition, brand new, never opened, is what this man brought into the shop, and it was enough to get Corey's interest in the deal. The man got it from his friend, and now, after so many years, he wanted to sell it for $2,000.
Almost zero about Pokemon. I have no idea what a Charmander or a Pikachu is at all.
Yeah.
But still, Corey knew about the original Game Boy, which was very popular back in 1990, and knew that they sold out their entire inventory in 2 weeks.
Any idea what you're looking to get out of it?
I think a fair price would probably be about like $2,000.
Even though it was obvious that being the limited edition, this thing was worth a lot. Corey had to call on the expert as he didn't know enough to make a deal all by himself.
Game Boy Color Limited Edition Pokemon.
Yeah, I am very familiar with this. This is right up my alley as a collector.
The expert looked at it closely, at the condition of the box and everything. There were a few flaws on it, but the question was, what was it worth in the condition it was in?
I would estimate that based on the condition, this would probably be worth $1,200 or so.
With that said, the expert was gone, and Corey was ready to offer the seller $300 for it, and the deal got done at $400. Not strolls in without a single thing in his hands. The suspense is killing me. What on earth could he be after? Brace yourselves, because this one's about to blow your mind. So a guy comes in asking to tattoo their logo and get paid for it? Now, I won't sugarcoat it. This idea might come off as a tad bit idiotic, but hey, different strokes for different folks, am I right?
I don't think that this guy was thinking through this. My dad wouldn't get it done, so why the would this guy get it done?
Guess what? Ashley ain't exactly blown away by this whole thing and finds it pretty dumb if you ask me. Just when you start thinking he's all about giving props to the shop, it turns out he couldn't care less.
You got any tattoos underneath? Holy moly.
This dude means serious business, I tell you. Brace yourself for the mind-boggling price he's demanding for that tattoo.
Well, I'm looking in the range for about $1,000.
$1,000.
Yes.
He is so crazy for that. Now we're in a bit of a pickle trying to figure out who the real idiot is, him or Les. I mean, this guy is practically selling himself here. Come on, Les, get your act together, buddy.
He's gonna have a new tattoo.
Wait, you wear a shirt, so you'd be covering it up.
No, I wouldn't be covering up. I'd walk around.
But here's the moment of truth. Did they strike a deal? Drum roll. Nope, not a chance. This dude wasn't willing to budge below $500 for the tattoo, which kind of makes sense, I guess. But Les wasn't about to cough up more than $250.
$250. Can't do it.
So hey, at least he didn't end up with that dumb tattoo, am I right? Now get ready for this next woman, cause it's about to get interesting. So this lady is trying to make some money by selling these coats to cover her bills. But honestly, the coats didn't look too great, and neither did her chewing.
415. Is that what you said? Well, I said it 400 piece.
But Ashley was totally caught off guard by that. And seriously, the price is insane, don't you think? Now she's stepping in, offering some real prices. Let's see how the other person reacts to it.
$40.
No doubt that's absolutely hilarious. Now they're trying to haggle, but it's honestly gross and distracting when she chews like that. I mean, check out that silly behavior.
How's that go?
So the bodyguard is clearly here to kick her out, and you won't believe what she pulled off. That was just plain weird. But the next one is even weirder, believe me. And speaking of flirting, this next customer is on a whole new level. She's got a necklace in her possession, so she's not showing up empty-handed. But here's the twist. She's actually here for Ashley, or something else. Could it be her sneaky way of striking a deal with the pawn shop?
She's got a good personality, and she's so sweet.
Oh, snap. That's the thing, guys. A lot of people pull off scams like this. And let me tell you, the way this woman starts behaving with Ashley is just downright bizarre and idiotic. But hey, let's not waste any more time on the theatrics and get down to business, shall we?
Look that up?
Yeah, I got a good price.
I adore.
Now Ashley's starting to feel a bit uneasy with this whole situation. It's not every day you encounter someone acting all creepy when you've never even met them before. And here's the kicker. This woman insists she's been here before. But wait till you hear what the system records actually reveal. And trust me, it's gonna be a shocker.
I look her up in the system.
She's never been here, right?
I can't find her.
Well, well, well. Are we really surprised here? This woman just can't seem to stop flirting with Ashley. But what really concerns him is her dishonesty. And let me tell you, her response to it is nothing short of idiotic, yet undeniably hilarious. We've got ourselves a real comedy act unfolding right in front of our eyes.
So you lied to me?
I do like you.
No, you lied.
Now, I can't help but wonder if she was just playing her cards to seal the deal, or if she genuinely had a thing for Ashley. Either way, she managed to strike a deal, and now she's out of Ashley's hair. Mission accomplished.
PS3. This dude looks like a goon from GTA. He came to the pawn shop to reclaim his PS3. I know, folks. The description of the man makes the whole scene more interesting.
I'm just trying to get my I got brand new PlayStation 3 up in this bitch. You know what it is. Let me just get my
in line like everybody else.
I'm just saying, I've been standing.
Stop yelling. What the are you yelling
I'm just
about?
saying, I want you to be able to hear me through this window.
That's kind even. Give your slip, get your item, and get out, bro. But wait, there is a twist we all been waiting for from our protagonist.
This ain't mine. This the wrong one right here. This I don't know who it is. It ain't mine. Got me check this. Look. Mine's brand new out the box. What is this?
Yours. The minute he brought it in, we bagged it and labeled it.
Oh man, why do they always have to threaten the old man when things can be sorted through negotiation? But anyway, here's the inevitable.
Hey, get your hands up off me, big fella. Straight the up, boy. Get your hands off of me right now. I swear to God, if y'all don't give me my PlayStation, I'll call 30 goons up here right now.
Call him.
I'll call 30, 40 goons up here right now.
Call him.
Meet my lawyer. A woman storms into the pawn shop, swearing their diamond earring and turning her ear green. And guess who's with her? A lawyer, no less.
I look at his earring that he says is turning his ear green, and it's a fake diamond with a fake metal. This is not the correct earring for the receipt.
I got my lawyer with me. This is wrong.
Oh dear, Miss Drama, it's not that simple. Your slip doesn't quite match the description, so getting that refund might be trickier than you thought.
Would you like to meet my attorney?
I want my money.
My attorney will escort you out.
You better not put his hand on me.
Then you better turn around with your 2 legs and walk out yourself.
I'm not walking nowhere.
Want to bet?
Well, lady, it was time for you and your mannequin of a lawyer to walk out the store while keeping your respect where it belongs.
You don't just tell me what to do.
Get out.
Yeah, you done took my money, just sold me a bold earring, got my ear turning colors.
I don't care if he had 10 lawyers in here because we didn't make his ear green. It's just a scam.
Yes. But the audacity of this dude just kept escalating. It's like he was on a mission to make Ashley's life a living nightmare. First, he forgot all manners and respect, and now he was taking it to a whole new level of creepiness. I mean, just take a look at this. This isn't the only time Ashley faced such abuse. This one woman went way out of her line, screaming and verbally abusing Ashley.
Who's over you, ma'am? Me. It's somebody that's over you going to give me $500.
No, not talking to me.
This woman came in all generous and sweet, wanting to pawn her apparent iPad in exchange for $500 to bail her man. That's a red flag right there, ma'am. Anyways, when Ashley asked her how she estimated $500 to be the value, she was fumbling and gave a very lame reason.
Because this is a new gig. So I should get
gig?
Yes.
She clearly had no idea what it was. Don't worry, I won't leave you hanging wondering the same. It is an Asus Transformer, not an iPad, and definitely not worth $500. And pawned items are sold at lower rates so that everyone has some profit. Ashley straight up returns it, but the customer gets pissed at this. She gets really loud and asks Ashley to get the manager. Funny, ma'am, she is the manager. She asks her to get someone above her because she needs that $500. To this, Ashley did the most savagely epic things of all times. She looked around with an air of confidence and said, "Me," asserting herself as the undeniable queen of the room. Oh boy, I bet that moment sent shockwaves through everyone's minds. It was a jaw-dropping, awe-inspiring move that showcased her unapologetic dominance. Talk about a mic drop moment. Ashley truly proved that she reigns supreme, leaving everyone in awe of her sheer badassery.
So, I'm gonna ask you to leave.
No, I'm not going out my way until you run me mine. Run me.
First of all, her voice is bugging my ears so much. The rest of it is just her shouting how Ashley's a bitch, and kept cursing her while security shows her the way out.
You don't know me. You don't know me. You do not know me.
You threaten me, you're out. You're not.
For the last time, good lord, someone please ask her to zip it. And I swear, my poor ears were begging for mercy. But you know what? Kudos to Ashley for taking charge and showing her the exit door. She didn't let anyone rain on her parade and swiftly dealt with the situation like a boss. The store probably let out a collective sigh of relief when guard throw the decent man. Hey, listen up everyone. So there's this guy, right? He looks all nice and friendly like a cozy cup of tea on a lazy Sunday. But here's the twist. He's about as real as a fake $3 bill. So he waltzes in the pawn shop acting like he's the king of the joint, convinced the shopkeeper is running a museum instead of a store.
Run things right here is an old time in the past. We got a new thing going on right now.
Watch this, the shopkeeper is just doing his thing, like a pro who has seen it all. He's like a master of selling stuff, and in walks Mr. Smooth Talker, thinking the shopkeeper is stuck in the past. Past what? This is a pawn shop, not a time machine.
I call it a business opportunity.
I'm not interested.
You old man, you and you guys are running it.
Now, this guy claims he's got a business opportunity for the shopkeeper, but poor guy, the shopkeeper could not watch less. It's like trying to sell a microwave to a caveman. All the shopkeeper wants to do is pawn stuff, not get caught up in weird deals.
You can leave nicely, or we can throw your ass out.
I tried coming in.
Nobody comes in here shaking me down.
Enter the big tough security guard, the pawn shop's own superhero. He comes out of nowhere, no cape, just a serious attitude, grabbing Mr. Con Artist by the collar. He throws him out like a hawk grabbing a rabbit. The shopkeeper watches, tropical popcorn in hand, as the sneaky guy is kicked out faster than you can say bad business pitch.
I'll be back in.
All right, come on back.
So, there you have it, folks. A funny story of a wannabe business guy trying to mess with a pawn shop. Lesson learned. Never mess with a shopkeeper who just wants to do his thing, especially when there's a security guard ready to kick you out in style.
You make sure that mother never comes back in here. You understand?
No problem, sir.
You had a choice to be able to make this.
Siblings gone wild.
Argue on the floor.
Jesus.
I don't want to hear it. All I want to hear is the two of you get in my office.
In a small pawn shop on Elm Street, things got crazy, like confetti flying at a circus. Mandy, the shopkeeper's daughter, and her brother decided to settle their brother-sister squabble with a wild fight right in the middle of the store. People looking at old vases and guitars suddenly set up themselves watching an unanticipated wrestling match.
She's out of control. She's out of my deal.
You're both out of control.
Mandy swung an old dusty lamp like it was a cowboy's brother defending himself with a broken guitar neck. Customers did not know whether to hide or start recording the madness. It was like a strange show called Siblings Gone Wild Pawn Shop Edition.
I don't know how to run this store. I'm jumping in.
Then their wise dad, the shopkeeper, appeared, looking completely shocked. He gathered Mandy and Jake into his office, ready to scold them. But as he started talking, the embarrassment from their rags in front of customers turned his face as red as a stop sign.
He stepped into my deal.
And I closed it. I closed it.
I swear to God, I'm gonna smack you.
He warned them, "You're in." Today we've got Seth bringing in something that's blowing everyone's mind, and boy is he in for a shock. Our friend Penny rolls in with a rare 83 T-top Cutlass, lowrider frames, and a fully customized beauty. Whoa, whoa, whoa! This is the stuff dreams are made of. These babies are like finding a needle in a haystack these days, and you can see Seth's eyes light up with excitement. Easy there, Seth, don't get too carried away.
We see all types of old cars come through the store.
Does it do the four-wheel hop?
It could if you wanted it to.
This amazing car is decked out with 4 switches and can hop up to 72 inches in the front. And guess what? If you're up for it, it can even do a 4-wheel hop. Talk about a versatile ride.
If you wanted to, it's equipped to. But it's very rare we see a tricked out car that actually jumps off the ground.
This car is the real deal, folks. It's got all the bells and whistles you could imagine. How often do you come across a fully equipped ride like this? Seth can't help but admit that it's incredibly rare to see a car that's not only fully customized, but can also jump off the ground. He can't resist showing off, telling us about the car's 4 hydraulic pumps and a whopping 14 deep cycle batteries. More batteries mean more power, right? Seth and his buddy can't resist the temptation to hop in and experience it firsthand. And let me tell you, they are having a blast. Now, Seth really wants this car, but he wants it at the right price. Penny, on the other hand, is hoping to fetch $12,000 for it. Will Seth bite the bullet and make the deal? Well, here's the twist.
How about $4,000?
Seth is only willing to dish out $4,000 for it. Whoa, talk about a huge drop. You can see the disappointment on Penny's face. He explains that he spent $4,000 just on the paint job alone. After some negotiation, Penny agrees to settle for $10,000. But Seth tries to push it further, offering $7,000. You know he wants it.
It's very rare we see a tricked out car that actually jumps off the ground.
Penny, being the wise guy he is, doesn't take the deal. In the end, they part ways on good terms. Well, folks, let's hope Penny finds another buyer who's willing to meet his price for this fully customized car. It's always a thrill to see unique items like this in the pawn shop. And who knows what will come through those doors next. Stay tuned for more pawn shop adventures. But here comes another gem-filled day at Les's Pawn Shop.
It's a waste of time, Dad.
You'll see.
We have a woman who's brought in some stones she discovered at her late grandmother's house. Her goal? To gather enough cash to cover her dear grandma's funeral expenses. Poor thing, she's not quite sure about the value of these stones and is expecting to receive a modest sum for them.
Younger.
How much did you want for these?
Anything would help, like $50 or $100.
Enter Ashley, who wants to assist but has serious doubts about the authenticity of these gems. On the other hand, Les is a big softie who sees potential in these stones and wants to help the woman out.
What?
It's a waste of time. This could be costume jewelry.
Yeah, it could be, but I think some of these are...
Now, Ashley isn't on board with Les's plan. Talk about family drama. She's doing her best to convince Les that this is a complete waste of time. But Les has something up his sleeve. He's arranged for a gem expert to come in and assess whether the stones are genuine or not. And let me tell you, what unfolds next is nothing short of astonishing. Brace yourselves, folks.
Holy... Oh my God.
These stones turn out to be the real deal. Crystal's life is about to take a major turn. All the stones, except for one, turn out to be plain old glass. But that one stone, oh boy, it's a game changer. It's a rare Burmese ruby worth a whopping $10,000. Les's hunch was spot on, and boy does it pay off.
So we'll be able to give you $10,000.
Crystal can hardly believe her luck. She's ecstatic and still pinching herself to make sure it's real. And you know what? Les deserves a round of applause for his intuition and faith in those stones. Well done, Les. It just goes to show that sometimes you can stumble upon hidden treasures in the most unexpected places. Crystal's journey from uncertainty to a life-changing discovery is a testament to the unpredictable nature of the pawn shop world. Who knows what other surprises await us in the future? Stay tuned, folks, because the adventure at Les's Pawn Shop is far from over. Hold on to your seats because this next guy
to give to radio station to run ads for the show.
It's an authentic set that was sent to a TV executive when Deep Space Nine first hit the screens. Here's the catch, though. All this awesomeness comes at a price. I kid you not. This next guy just pulled up with a true gem. Back in the day, they used to write the rates right on the taxi door itself. Talk about genius. This way, the rates were fixed, making it easier to attract customers. It's a shame we don't see this kind of thoughtful detail nowadays.
The door. Did you see the rates on the door?
Yeah, I did. The shut up one is one I like.
And guess what? This car enthusiast doesn't just have one of these incredible cabs, but a whopping total of 4. 4, my friends! And out of all his prized possessions, he decided to part ways with one and sell it to this very pawn shop. Nonetheless, Les wishes him luck, and we join him in hoping that the right buyer comes along for this exceptional ride. Fingers crossed.
Make my payment. She's telling me this is expired. That's my purse right there. That one right there, the black one.
A meticulous lady strides in armed with confidence and a fake receipt, proclaiming ownership of a purse. Little does she know that Ashley is the store's memory bank, fully aware of every item in its rightful place. The girl in her eagerness attempts to vault over the counter, unaware that Ashley, the guardian of scams, is on duty.
It's my purse right there.
How do you know that's your purse?
Because I know my purse. Here's the money. I want the purse.
That bag was never in pawn. If you want to buy it,
I just want to look at it and make sure it's not mine.
Undeterred by gravity and common sense, the girl persists in her charade. However, Ashley stands firm, recognizing the futility of the scam and the level of wrongness involved. It's like trying to sneak a peek at the answer key when the teacher is watching. Yeah, that's not happening.
First of all, don't talk to me like I'm an idiot. Give me my purse or I'm going to come over that counter and get it myself.
oh my God.
Get your hands off me.
Have a nice day. Let's go. Walk yourself out,
You.
With a swift resolution to this failed escapade, the girl finds herself unceremoniously escorted out of the store. Lesson learned. Ashley's scam radar is always on, and jumping over counters won't get you far in this pawn-filled drama. Enter the family feud. Ashley drops the bomb on her brother Seth, calling him a hypocrite. But why? Well, he casually throws around $880 for a painting, while Ashley, according to her, can't even snag a deal for $30. Sibling dynamics at their finest. And as Ashley confronts Seth about the apparent double standards, she probes into the intricacies of spending $880, questioning how bad it could be. Seth, in classic sibling fashion, argues that his purchases are all about resale value, a concept he conveniently forgets when it comes to
I am not going to forget the situation anytime soon. Seth better watch his back.
Things heat up as Ashley demands an apology. Seth takes a nosedive into being the ultimate a-hole, apologizing for an $880 buy. Oh no. Instead, he hits her with a sorry not sorry for her supposed attitude, topping it off with a charming label. Well, let's just say that it rhymes with witch. Sibling rivalry reaches a whole new level on this show.
There's 2 guys out here that are saying they were scammed out of their laptops, and that whoever did it is working with one of our guys. You want to come out and talk to him? All right. Thank you.
Who is it?
Les is hit with some unexpected news. A few guys claim that they've been pawned by a girl from the staff. Les, ever the detective, approaches the situation with a mix of suspicion and humor, wondering aloud if he's either unintentionally swindling customers or if bizarre customers have taken up a new form of thievery.
Tell me.
She pawned 2 of our laptops, and she told us she was going to bring them out to the back. Somebody at the end.
Okay, wait. You pawned something?
Yes, she had to take it to
When
her.
did you pawn it?
Today.
Today.
She
Okay.
had to take it to her.
And the money?
Yes.
These 2 kids come in and talk about have some girl pawned 2 laptops.
The plot thickens as 2 disheveled DJs step into the scene, laptops held hostage. The atmosphere turns somber as the weight of the situation sinks in. It's a strange occurrence that has everyone wearing expressions of confusion and concern. Les, with his seasoned cool, casually queries about the laptop's ownership, revealing they're registered under the mysterious girl's name.
Put the money 3 ways, and one of my employees was going to walk it out the back door. Either this is a new way for my employees to steal from me.
To contact the owner because we want to.
I am the owner.
I'm just trying to switch the ticket so she can't have them.
And it's in her name.
know. That's why I wanted to know if I can't do it.
The tension rises, but Les doesn't crack under pressure. Maturely handling the situation, he asserts that he needs the lowdown to work his magic and get those laptops back where they belong. It's a pawn shop mystery, and Les is the detective determined to unravel the peculiar case of laptops and loyalty. Tame a woman at the counter. Let's see what she's gonna come up with. Is she asking for free money? I think she might possibly be mad, though it is kind of funny that she's got enough courage to come up and ask for money without investing anything. Now, the lady at the counter frowned and asked her if she paid or not. Intriguingly, she hasn't paid anything, but she's still asking for money. And to make matters worse, she started shouting at her. Everyone around started looking at her, wondering what the hell was going on. Seth and Les get a little furious as everybody's just standing around trying to figure out what's going on. She started bullying her, but the lady tried to explain to her again that she misunderstood the agreement and they're not just gonna give her free cash. But this lady's just not listening to anybody. Well, Seth then enters, so who knows what's gonna happen now, the whole document or not, and she was not listening and constantly arguing and pointing to them as if they had done something wrong. Meanwhile, other women decided to intrude, and oh my god, it's gonna be funny. Looks like they've all decided to have a fight in the pawn shop. Wonder how that's all gonna end. And it looks like now see the other women get in and start shouting at her as everybody behind her was waiting for her to get out of the queue. So they started fighting, and now they're all having an immense fight. Everybody around is watching and laughing at them. Well, the guard had to go and break everything up. Well, at least they're all gonna get treated the same way, especially the one who created the mess. Pretty sure they're gonna hold him up and throw him out. And there they go, they're still shouting and fighting with each other as well. They were sent outside and they started beating on each other, holding each other by their hair. Man, they beat the crap out of each other, and people around them were just watching and waiting and having a curious but funny conversation about their nonsense. Talk about a hella cringe episode.
It's Robert. Robert, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, Dennis. I got an item here. You might be interested in.
Okay, so there's a guy coming into the pawn shop with something in his hand, maybe a poster. But what's it for? He came to Seth and the other man and showed them this poster. Now it feels like they're interested in it, and there might be a handsome deal between them.
Detroit Lions players had signed.
Did you drag it in?
So during the flood, I seen it down there, and that's when I pulled it out. She went down there and she supported these people, and while she was walking the picket line, she would gather signature.
You got Williams over here.
That's what, Steve Bacchus? This is the first time a guy actually brought in, and I just got on the picket line because I'm on strike right now myself. We've been on strike for almost 3 months now. $1,000.
He started describing the poster that's mainly about the protest of people in history, and it's got lots of signs of well-known people and has got a lot of worth. He explained everything in one go and demanded a heavy amount for it as it was really valuable to him. Seth told him that it's got some stains on it, and it's no doubt the same poster of historical strike, which made it worthy, but for him it might make a lot of difference.
I hate the condition of it.
I understand, and I
You gotta understand when it comes down to collectors, everything is about condition.
Absolutely. And I'm sure if your dad saw this, jump on the heartbeat.
Seth and the man explained that it's not about the worth that he's asking for in terms of thousands of dollars, but it's also about the condition of the poster, and it's not in a very good one. The man is continuously arguing that it's got signs all over it. If Les has seen it, that he'll definitely be surprised and definitely pay more than $1,000. Well, as for Les, he just came in.
Sharper, they need to make an effort to close these deals quickly.
Through my research in that, I seen personally that one just like this, Minto, and he got $950 for it.
Right, so if that was mint, why would you want $1,000 for this?
He only had one signature. I have at least a dozen.
But with this tear up here,
Yeah,
and
and
the
the
condition it's in, the water stain on the bottom, it's just a hard thing to sell.
Yeah, but even though it's in this condition, how many of it exist? Very rare.
And it's uncertified.
Right.
You know.
I'll sell for $5.
Les judged the entire piece and told him that he's asking for too much, and later on they further described that it's torn from the top and the bottom, and it's also got damage and they can't pay more for it. But he still won't agree to pay for it. But he did say that he'd charge $500 off of the amount, but they couldn't reduce it any further.
Value? Let's make a deal. $75? No way.
Who's gonna buy it from you?
I'll just put it back in my basement, let it collect dust.
Offering you just $100 cash money right now wouldn't make a difference, you're saying?
200.
Nobody in life is ever gonna offer you more than us.
According to Seth, it's a historical and cool piece and might be a profitable deal for them. So he asked the man if they'll pay $750 for it. But the man was stunned and said that they're paying too little. He said that you should pay more, but Les is arguing that no one can pay you more than this.
You change your mind, we'll honor the 100.
Which would you prefer, 520s or a $100 bill?
520 seems like more, wouldn't it?
520s.
That's to me.
520s right now. 100 hours. Take it or leave it.
520s.
Got a deal.
$100.
Thank you. All right, man.
Thank you.
There's no question. It's a one-of-a-kind piece yet. It's a little bit of damage on it, but it's got a lot of autographs. I know we're going to make a profit.
He asked for $200, but no, it's not going to be a good deal, and they told him to leave. The man in need got a severe shock and held drives to the pawn shop, surprising the Gold family, and they introduced themselves and expressed their eagerness to help out. Now, despite initial confusion, the Golds agreed to give them a chance and see how their first day goes.
When I worked in sales at a bank, I was in charge of tailoring the products to the customer's wants. So I'd like to think that marketing is one of my strong suits. You like those? Like I said, they're durable, very inexpensive. What do you guys want to do? Do you want to purchase or put them in layaway today?
Definitely.
All right, I'm so excited. I got my first sale.
So what do you think?
I love it, but I'm not really sure how comfortable Ashley is about me coming in.
You know, I'm really not worried about Ashley.
Did you know about this?
Good luck, Ash. Have fun, co-manager.
The new manager showcases their sales skills, confident in their ability to tailor products to customers' needs. Despite their apparent enthusiasm, several family members questioned the comfort level and suitability for the position.
Can you just go back to your area? Something you want to talk about, Ashley? No, everything's cool. You know, I'm just here to sell and make money for American Jewelry and Loan. So just go sell.
We do it from 9 to 12.
You'll never get what you paid for.
You're probably right. Yeah, why don't I just move away?
What is he doing?
He's teaching her the business.
Teaching her to take over? They're not going to get more than $1,500 anywhere else. I can guarantee that. Great. Wow.
The new manager and this customer are currently negotiating prices over a deal. And while the new manager insists that the deal's a good one, tensions start to rise as the customer questions the offer. Meanwhile, the Golds observe the situation with So Ashley's caught in the middle of a classic family feud at the pawn shop. Dad's all like, "Close the door, Ashley, we need to talk." But it's not a cozy little chat. It's more of a what the heck's going on kind of situation. Turns out there's drama about TVs and Rich, and Ashley's like, "I used to run this joint, dude." Cue the fireworks.
Always pinpointing on the bad
always
stuff.
done
Can you
good.
stop talking over me? You don't appreciate me. You don't appreciate anything I do here. I don't understand. We're family. You treat me like I'm a piece of What the Do you ever point out the good stuff I do here? I don't understand. We're family. You treat me like I'm a piece of You inside. I don't even know what to do
I'm
anymore.
taking the store side.
Ashley is laying it all out. Now she's feeling underappreciated, like she's stuck in some kind of twisted family drama sitcom. She gets irritated and eventually walks out of the room.
Then I quit. I'm done.
You're not done.
Watch.
You're not done. Ashley, one last time. If you walk out that door, don't ever come.
What just happened?
Ashley just quit. She walked out that door. She's not happy with the way we treat her.
I cannot deal with it. I'm out. I don't care what he says to bring me back. I'm done.
When you allow your emotions to run a business, it's the worst thing she could ever do. You're gonna lose.
But if you thought that was it, there's another surprise twist as Ashley drops a bombshell openly declaring that she quits and that she's done, and then she pieces out, leaving everybody in shock. But Les is stuck scratching his head, wondering what the heck just happened. But Ashley has made up her mind. Emotions run wild and business gets a kick in the gut. Classic pawn shop drama. Get ready to chuckle as we witness an overenthusiastic customer diving headfirst into negotiations with Ashley over a watch. With all the finesse of a bull in a china shop, he throws out a laughable offer of just $75. Ashley, ever the comedic genius, bats it away with a playful smirk. But hold on to your hats, folks, because our customer isn't done yet. He dramatically ups the ante to a jaw-dropping $599 despite the watch being worth nowhere near that amount.
Now, before you say something, now I'm gonna be honest with you. This right here
It's worth a lot of money. So this, I should get some change back. Hold on, wait a minute. This is worth, look at it. 2 and add 3 more zeros with it. 2,000, baby. Me out, and guess what? You got to give me some change.
Our intrepid negotiator isn't about to back down. With the confidence of a superhero, he insists that this watch is worth its weight in gold. Quite literally. He even flaunts a fat stack of cash, convinced that he's about to seal the deal. But Ashley, bless her heart, isn't buying it. She keeps a straight face as our customer sails further into the sea of absurdity, refusing to cave to his outlandish demands.
Okay, and it's worth $2,000. It's rare to find a $2 bill that got red in it. Now tell me they ain't worth $2,000.
I'm about to go deaf right now.
No more than that around your neck. You understand me? You little chunky, drawn-looking person.
Okay.
Now hold on to your sides before they split, because things are about to get even funnier. As our customer cranks up the theatrics, Ashley's amusement hits an all-time high. With a twinkle in her eye, she gently reminds him that the watch isn't exactly a crown jewel. But our negotiator, bless his delusional heart, won't take no for an answer. Ashley keeps her cool, relishing every moment of this side-splitting showdown.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you something. Okay. You owe bologna sandwich. Y'all ain't got no money.
Okay. Have a good day.
Big Mouth is hungry. Real funny, man. Y'all be killing me. I'll pawn you. Matter of fact, that $2 bill, you gonna...
And now the moment we've all been waiting for, the finale. Our customer's frustration approaches a boiling point, but Ashley, ever the queen of comedy, doesn't miss a beat. She continues to milk the situation for all it's worth, leaving our customer red-faced and defeated. And just like that, he storms off, leaving us in stitches as he hilariously fails his attempt at negotiation. Next up, we've got a furniture fiasco as a man discovers a one-of-a-kind table, only to have their excitement interrupted by another customer demanding that they vacate the throne. But the first customer's not moving. Tensions skyrocket amidst the customer's verbal barrage, but fear not, for Ashley steps in, serving sass and shutting down the disrespectful discourse. Honestly, with Ashley, who needs a savior in sparkling armor? Ultimately, Les has to step in and settle the score by enforcing the rule and ejecting the unruly patron. With one stern glance, Les sends the troublemaker packing, restoring peace and reminding everybody that disrespect isn't welcome in his kingdom. The scene kicks off with Grandma storming into the pawn shop, demanding her money back for a purse that she claims is fake. Now she's not holding back, loudly insisting on a refund while the audience can't help but applaud her fiery entrance. You don't want to mess with a grandma on a mission, so she demands to restore her sense of humor before anything else happens. She insists on getting her money back, saying that the purse she purchased was just as phony as a $3 bill.
You don't need a
Ma'am,
second.
do you have the receipt?
I didn't give you a second when I gave you my money.
Ma'am, I'm trying not to really...
You took my money and I won't.
Show me the receipt.
I don't have a receipt. You sold me this purse.
Baloney. So when did you buy it?
I bought it a week ago.
Les tries to maintain his cool amidst Grandma's escalating tantrum. Now he asks for the receipt, but Grandma didn't expect that curveball. Now she intensifies her demand for a refund, saying she isn't playing games with her hard-earned money, even without a receipt in hand. Now, Les's justifications aren't going to hold water with her. She wants her money, and she wants it now.
From me.
From you. This is tarnished.
You know what that stands for? What does that stand?
I want my money.
There will be,
Don't put your hands on me.
no smoking here. Ma'am, there will be no smoking in the store. No smoking.
Smoking in the store. I got to calm my
Put your cigarette
I'm
out,
not
miss.
putting my
Miss,
cigarette
put
out.
your cigarette out.
Get your hands off me.
Put your cigarette out, miss. Miss, come here.
Get your hands off me. I'm not.
Just when you think the situation can't get any more ridiculous, Grandma takes out her cigarette and lights up in the store. Les, however, ain't having any of that and warns her right away that smoking isn't permitted anywhere, especially in his store. Grandma, however, is in no mood to follow the rules, leading to a showdown where Les tries to put out her cigarette while she vehemently refuses.
Smoking in the store. I got to calm my
Put your
nerves.
cigarette
I'm
out,
not
miss.
putting my
Miss,
cigarette
put
out.
your cigarette out.
Get your hands off me.
Put your cigarette out, miss. Miss, come here.
Get your hands off me. I'm not.
I'm bending over backwards
to appease this granny? I'm trying to be professional and I'm trying to give you courtesy.
Give me my money. That's all I want is my money.
As the literal smoke clears, Grandma's still not backing down. She demands her money with a threat of legal action, insisting that she'll see Les in court. Les, exasperated, finally agrees to give her the refund just to get her out of his hair. But even as he tries to make things right, Grandma ain't done. She wants a card because she's ready to sue his butt. And with that threat hanging in the air, she finally storms out, leaving Les bewildered and relieved.
All I want is my money. Give me a card, because I'm going to sue your ass.
Okay, I'll see you in court. Goodbye.
Get your hands off me. Yeah, right.
All right.
Stupid ass mother.
Go ahead.
Whatever.
She does not remind me of my grandmother.
And just when Les thinks the ordeal's over, Grandma turns back with one final threat. She's gonna bust his window. Now Les tries to reason with her, but Grandma's not having it. She's ready to throw down. But Les, with a mix of frustration and amusement, challenges her to try. As she storms out for the last time, Les can't help but reflect on how she's nothing like his own grandma, leaving the audience in stitches at the absurdity of it all. And that's it for today. Thanks for being a part of the Hardcore Pawn adventure with us. We hope you like the drama and surprises. And make sure you stay tuned for more pawn shop stories. See you next time. Michael expressed interest in buying it for their collection. After negotiation, they settle on a price of $3,500, considering it's for charity. Seth shares his personal connection to wrestling matches with his father, adding sentimental value to the purchase.
I have that kind of money.
All right. You. All of y'all. Bitch.
If you want some help, talk to us like a human being.
Aloha. Thank you there.
The woman gets angrier and calls Ashley names. Ashley stays calm but tells her to talk respectfully. The woman leaves angrily and this situation doesn't get resolved.
On picking up very expensive pieces, grabs Les's attention.
Hey, sir, don't touch it. Sir, if there's anything you want to see, we'll be more than happy to show you, sir.
Well, what do you know? Expensive pieces tend to be fragile.
How am I going to see if it's going to work?
The customer starts touching expensive items, catching Les's attention. Les politely asks them not to touch anything, offering assistance in viewing items instead.
Sure, that's why I asked you. That's when you're back there and he's over. I'll come out right out there. You think I give it?
The customer insists on touching, arguing it's necessary to check functionality. Les tries to explain store policy, but the customer gets upset.
Out of my store.
Don't touch it. Don't touch
to go.
You're lucky you got some.
The customer's frustration grows, prompting Les to ask them to leave for disrupting the store. Les firmly directs the customer to leave, highlighting their luck in having assistance.
Jersey just moved into the town and is on an errand from his wife.
My wife and I, we just bought a house and she sent me here. She said, see what you can pick up.
Let's find some.
I'll bet you can make.
A middle-aged man from New Jersey, recently moved into town, is running an errand from his wife to find furniture for their new house. He spots a couch in the store and expresses interest in making a deal.
After looking at a cheap couch, the customer notices that the couch is dirty.
You gonna clean all that up before I buy it?
That's why it's so inexpensive.
I gotta tell you, man, that's nasty.
Our used furniture sometimes has things.
While checking the couch, the customer notices its dirty condition and questions if it'll be cleaned before purchased. The store attendant explains that the low price reflects its used status, which includes some dirtiness typical of secondhand items.
Really? Well, I only got $200.
After sitting down to give the couch a try, the customer begins being disrespectful to Les.
And let me try this. What? My shoes are cleaner than this couch.
Then don't buy it.
Make me a deal. I got cash in my pocket, man.
Wow.
The man doesn't like how the couch looks and tries to pay less for it with the money that he has. He starts being rude, saying bad things about how dirty the couch is and insulting the store.
I bet you're the mother that's been sitting on here farting.
This was actually my couch. We had a reupholster and I gave it to Ashley.
When the comment reaches Ashley, Les's daughter, Les has enough of this customer.
Is that your daughter?
That's my daughter.
She must be nasty too.
The customer's derogatory comments extend to Ashley, Les's daughter, who works at the store. Les, the owner, has had enough and confronts the disrespectful customer, defending his daughter and the store's reputation.
How are we doing in the deep?
Les decides to end the interaction, urging the customer to leave the store. The customer, unwilling to change his behavior, decides to go elsewhere, ending the encounter on a sour note.
Excuse me. Hi. Hi, I have a question for you. Yeah. Okay, I went to get my purse back to make my payment,
She's telling me this is expired. That's my purse right there. That one right there is black one. So I want to know why it's out there.
A girl approaches Ashley in the pawn shop with a question about her purse. She claims that her purse, which she points to, was wrongfully labeled as expired, and she demands to know why it's out for sale.
My purse right there. How do you know that's your purse? Because I know my purse. Here's the money. I want the purse. Want that? If you don't give me the purse, I'm going to climb over the counter and get it myself. Just give me my purse.
The girl argues that the purse refers to her and displays money, as evidently Les decides to eject her from the shop, ending the encounter.
You guys seen the 32 Roadster?
I haven't seen it, son.
Someone probably stole it.
It was parked in the warehouse. How could someone steal it?
A high-tech thief could get into this warehouse easy.
Rick becomes anxious when he learns that Corey took the expensive 32 Roadster to the gym, fearing potential damage to the valuable merchandise.
Have you guys seen the 32 Roadster?
I haven't seen it, son.
Someone probably stole it.
It was parked in the warehouse. How could someone steal it?
A high-tech thief could get into this warehouse easy. All you have to do is cut a hole in the roof and lift it out with a helicopter. Pick the lock.
The conversation shifts to the possibility of the Roadster being stolen, with various theories proposed, including high-tech theft methods like using helicopters or hacking into security systems.
Roadster around?
I'm not driving it around. I just took it to the gym.
That's driving it around. The thing is in perfect condition. What if you wreck it? What if you ding it? What if you scratch it?
I'm not an idiot. I'm your partner.
Rick says he didn't drive the Roadster just for fun. He says he only took it to the gym. He defends himself from being called careless. He reminds everybody that he's a partner in the business.
I can't believe my dad's giving me a hard time about this. I mean, what's the point of owning a pawn shop?
Tensions raise between Rick and his father as they argue over the handling of the Roadster. Rick feels frustrated by his father's skepticism and restrictions, questioning the purpose of owning a pawn shop if he can't enjoy its items.
Later found out that the car was not nearly worth $68,000. His expert had failed to notice that the car was a hot rod.
Later, Rick learns that the Roadster is worth a lot more than he realized, valued at nearly $68,000 due to its hot rod modification.
So what can I help you with today?
Got this ring right here. See how much it might be worth.
Okay.
I also wanted to know how much you guys...
A customer brings in a ring for an appraisal and to inquire about pawning it for cash. He seeks to understand its value and potential loan amount.
What are you talking about?
You said you're coming in to get a receiver. Why'd you take my ring?
Well, I wanted to see how much it was worth.
Well, why'd you take my ring? Yesterday you said you needed bike parts and didn't have the damn money. And all of a sudden you got my damn ring.
The problem started when Les checked the ring to see how much it's worth. The customer. However, Ashley stands firm, recognizing the futility of the scam and the level of wrongness involved. It's like trying to sneak a peek at the answer key when the teacher is watching. Yeah, that's not happening.
First of all, don't talk to me like I'm an idiot. Give me my purse or I'm going to come over that counter and get it myself. Oh my God. Get your hands off me.
Let's go.
You.
With a swift resolution to this failed escapade, the girl finds herself unceremoniously escorted out of the store. Lesson learned: Ashley's scam radar is always on, and jumping over counters won't get you far in this pawn-filled drama.
All right, deal. I think I got a good deal, and I know I'm gonna be able to make some money on it.
I can't believe you spent that much.
Whatever, Ash.
I am fuming. My brother just spent $800.
Enter the family feud. Ashley drops the bomb on her brother Seth, calling him a hypocrite. But why? Well, he casually throws around $880 for a painting, while Ashley, according to her, can't even snag a deal for $30. Sibling dynamics at their finest.
But he'll yell at me over a $30 buy. Excuse me, Seth.
What, Ash?
I was just out there watching you do a buy for $880.
So instead of working, you're watching me.
I was out there, and you bought something for $880 when you gave me such crap about that $30 roulette table.
I'm not buying plastic. I'm buying stuff that we can actually resell without a problem.
We will never resell that. They will sit in the back and rot.
Are you kidding? We'll put it on the silver corner. We're gonna make $1,000 plus on the deal. Really, Ash? You know I'm gonna be upset.
The plot thickens as Ashley confronts Seth about the apparent double standards. She probes into the intricacies of spending $880, questioning how bad it could be. Seth, in classic sibling fashion, argues that his purchases are all about resale value, a concept he conveniently forgets when it comes to Ashley's shopping habits. According to him, he's the revenue guru.
You are just a hypocrite.
She was just being ridiculous. I just want her to stop talking. Ash, what do you want from me?
Apologize to me.
Apologize?
Apologize because you're such a hypocrite.
You know what, Ash? I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you're a bitch.
You, Seth. You're such an ass. I am not going to forget the situation anytime soon. Seth better watch his back.
Things heat up as Ashley demands an apology. Seth takes a nosedive into being the ultimate a-hole, apologizing for an $880 buy. Oh no. Instead, he hits her with a sorry not sorry for her supposed attitude, topping it off with a charming label. Well, let's just say that it rhymes with witch. Sibling rivalry reaches a whole new level on this show.
Two guys out here that are saying they were scammed out of their laptops, and that whoever did it is working with one of our guys. You want to come out and talk to him? All right. Thank you.
Who is it?
Les is hit with some unexpected news. A few guys claim that they've been pawned by a girl from the staff. Les, ever the detective, approaches the situation with a mix of suspicion and humor, wondering aloud if he's either unintentionally swindling customers or if bizarre customers have taken up a new form of thievery.
Tell me.
She pawned 2 of our laptops, and she told us she was gonna bring them out to the back. Somebody at the end.
Okay, wait. You pawned something?
Yes, she had to take it to
When
her.
did you pawn it?
Today.
Today.
She
Okay.
had to take it to her.
And the money?
Yes.
These two kids come in and talk about have some girl pawned 2 laptops.
The plot thickens as 2 disheveled DJs step into the scene, laptops held hostage. The atmosphere turns somber as the weight of the situation sinks in. It's a strange occurrence that has everyone wearing expressions of confusion and concern. Les, with his seasoned cool, casually queries about the laptop's ownership, revealing they're registered under the mysterious girl's name.
Split the money 3 ways, and one of my employees was gonna walk it out the back door. Either this is a new way for my employees to steal from me.
To contact the owner because we want.
I am the owner.
I'm just trying to switch the ticket so she can't have them.
And it's in her name.
No, that's why I wanted to know if
I can't do it.
The tension rises, but Les doesn't crack under pressure. Maturely handling the situation, he asserts that he needs the lowdown to work his magic and get those laptops back where they belong. It's a pawn shop mystery, and Les is the detective determined to unravel the peculiar case of laptops and loyalties.
Because your sign is saying that I can get 30 days of free cash.
If you're a new customer with those first 30 days, you can get interest-free loan. You only pay $1 per store.
But it's saying if I brought a friend with me that I could get 30 days of free cash.
It's for an interest-free loan.
Okay, so there came a woman at the counter. Let's see what she's gonna come up with. Is she asking for free money? I think she might possibly be mad, though it is kind of funny that she's got enough courage to come up and ask for money without investing anything. Now, the lady at the counter frowned and asked her if she paid or not. Intriguingly, she hasn't paid anything, but she's still asking for money. Holy shit, what's wrong with some people?
You're just misreading it.
No,
It's
you're
your
misreading
problem.
it. That's not what the y'all sign is saying, bitch. It says I get free cash for 30 days in this month.
You're not getting no free cash.
Where does it say that?
Who told you to get it?
You didn't.
I'm not talking to you. I need my cash. I need my cash. It says it right here. Free cash.
Oh, and to make matters worse, she started shouting at her. Everyone around started looking at her, wondering what the hell was going on. Seth and Les get a little furious as everybody's just standing around trying to figure out what's going on. She started bullying her, but the lady tried to explain to her again that she misunderstood the agreement and they're not just gonna give her free cash. But this lady's just not listening to anybody. Well, Seth then enters, so who knows what's gonna happen now.
I brought my friend with me.
If you get a loan and you refer a friend, you can get 30 days, interest free. That doesn't mean we're just gonna hand you cash. What do you have to pawn?
Come on now. You don't have to talk. I'm the
No screaming. Can you read? Read what
No,
it says.
can you read?
I can read. I can read.
People was waiting to get her.
Les entered and asked her whether she read the whole document or not, and she was not listening and constantly arguing and pointing to them as if they had done something wrong. Meanwhile, other women decided to intrude, and oh my god, it's gonna be funny. Looks like they've all decided to have a fight in the pawn shop. Wonder how that's all gonna end. And it looks like Les is gonna join in too.
The other woman that just jumps in the middle.
Leave me on the lawn, bitch! Bitch! Leave me on the lawn, bitch! I'm from the way, bitch!
All you need to do is read.
Now see the other women get in and start shouting at her as everybody behind her was waiting for her to get out of the queue. So they started fighting, and now they're all having an immense fight. Everybody around is watching and laughing at them. Well, the guard had to go and break everything up. Well, at least they're all gonna get treated the same way, especially the one who created the mess. Pretty sure they're gonna hold him up and throw him out. And there they go, they're still shouting and fighting with each other as well.
They really wanted to go at it, so we let them go at it in the parking lot for a little minute. All I saw was ass cracks and elbows.
They were sent outside and they started beating on each other, holding each other by their hair. Man, they beat the crap out of each other, and people around them were just watching and waiting and having a curious but funny conversation about their nonsense. Talk about a hella cringe episode.
It's Robert.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Dennis. Yeah, I got an item here. Might be interested in.
Okay, so there's a guy coming into the pawn shop with something in his hand, maybe a poster. But what's it for? He came to Seth and the other man and showed them this poster. Now it feels like they're interested in it, and there might be a handsome deal between them.
Detroit Lions players had signed.
Did you drag it in?
So during the flood, I seen it down there, and that's when I pulled it out. She went down there and she supported these people, and while she was walking the picket line, she would gather signature.
You got Williams over here.
That's what, Steve Bacchus?
This is the first time a guy actually brought in and
I just got on the picket line because I'm on strike right now myself. We've been on strike for almost 3 months now. $1,000.
He started describing the poster that's mainly about the protest of people in history, and it's got lots of signs of well-known people and has got a lot of worth. He explained everything in one go and demanded a heavy amount for it as it was really valuable to him. Seth told him that it's got some stains on it, and it's no doubt the same poster of historical strike, which made it worthy, but for him it might make a lot of difference.
Hate the condition of it.
I understand that.
You gotta understand when it comes down to collectors, everything is about condition.
Absolutely. And I'm sure if your dad saw this, jump on the heartbeat.
Seth and the man explained that it's not about the worth that he's asking for, in terms of thousands of dollars, but it's also about the condition of the poster, and it's not in a very good one. The man is continuously arguing that it's got signs all over it. If Les has seen it, that he'll definitely be surprised and definitely pay more than $1,000. Well, as for Les, he just came in.
Sharper, they need to make an effort to close these deals quickly.
Through my research in that, I seen personally that one just like this Minto, and he got $950 for it.
Right, so if that was mint, why would you want $1,000 for this?
He only had one signature. I have at least a dozen.
But with this tear up here,
Yeah, and the condition it's in.
the water stain on the bottom, it's just a hard thing to sell.
Yeah, but even though it's in this condition, how many of it exist? Very rare.
And it's uncertified.
Right.
You know.
I'll sell for $5.
Les judged the entire piece and told him that he's asking for too much, and later on they further described that it's torn from the top and the bottom, and it's also got damage and they can't pay more for it. But he still won't agree to pay for it. But he did say that he'd charge $500 off of the amount, but they couldn't reduce it any further.
Value? Let's make a deal. $75?
No way.
Who's gonna buy it from you?
I'll just put it back in my basement, let it collect dust.
Offering you just $100 cash money right now wouldn't make a difference, you're saying?
200.
Nobody in life is ever gonna offer you more than us.
According to Seth, it's a historical and cool piece and might be a profitable deal for them. So he asked the man if they'll pay $750 for it. But the man was stunned and said that they're paying too little. He said that you should pay more, but Les is arguing that no one can pay you more than this.
You change your mind, we'll honor the 100.
Which would you prefer, 520s or a $100 bill?
520 seems like more, wouldn't it?
520s.
That's to me.
520s right now. 100 hours. Take it or leave it.
520s.
Got a deal.
$100.
Thank you. All right, man.
Thank you.
There's no question. It's a one-of-a-kind piece yet. It's a little bit of damage on it, but it's got a lot of autographs. I know we're going to make a profit.
He asked for $200, but no, it's not going to be a good deal, and they told him to leave. The man in need got a severe shock and held up the poster thinking. Les again said that they can't pay more than $100, and after some time of quietness, they agreed to the deal. Finally, the happy deal was made.
This is the guy?
Right there. Here they come again.
Les? Hi, how are you? I'm attorney Kyle DeQueef.
So there's a man, probably an attorney with two ladies along, coming inside towards Les at a pawn shop. Now, Les knew about it before. He asked for Les, and fortunately, he was at the counter. He asked why they had arrived at the store.
She's retained me to represent her in regard to a ring.
Okay.
My client brought in a $10,000 ring here, and she wants to either collect the remaining money owed to her on the ring or get the ring back. She's got a receipt right here.
This is a counterfeit ticket.
He said that he came here for the ring, which they bought from these ladies for $10,000, but they didn't pay and gave them the receipt. Now, he put up the receipt and showed it to Les and accused him of cheating and stealing from the women and taking their expensive ring. But Les was cool and controlled his anger.
Whoever produced this ticket didn't understand this is the amount of numbers that are here.
Okay.
Number two is state law mandates that we print the law in a 12-point font.
Okay.
This is much smaller.
That is some bull.
It may be bull, but that's the truth.
I don't know how I got mixed up.
There's the game-changing point. Les, after listening to him, explained that he will reveal the truth now by showing the real receipt that they had. He went and came back with real receipts that they've been giving to the customers. There, he spotted major differences. He notified him of the major changes in the receipt that he brought. The man looked rather weak and stunned in response.
Printing wrong or whatever, but this is the ticket he got from here.
He didn't get it from him. He didn't get it from him.
So now we just liars and we just come
I'm
here.
not saying that you are.
So you trying to send my son a liar?
I wish I had better news for you, but
That's bull. That's bull.
The numbers don't match up. The paper stock doesn't match up. This is a fake.
Now you side with them. You're not representing us. If I don't get my ring or my money for them, how you gonna get paid?
The attorney turned to the women, but oh my god, they're still accusing Les of having given them the wrong receipt and asking the attorney to take the money from Les. The man, being down on himself as you can see, argued with. The man showed the evidence to the ladies and told them that they were having the wrong receipt, but they continued to argue.
The ticket, how about that?
No, I don't believe that the store gave you this ticket.
Nah, well, I don't believe you a real attorney. We ain't got it right. Somebody better give me my money.
he's my attorney.
You, him, security. Excuse
Have a
me.
nice day.
Nah, you got me, bitch.
Sorry, young man.
The ladies started harassing both of them and started using personal attacks. They were all arguing amongst themselves. Pretty crazy. The attorney went back as he can't do anything for the ladies.
How are you?
I'm doing okay.
What can I help you with?
Either trying to get a loan on it or you guys can buy it. Trying to sell it for maybe like $150.
$50.
Why is it $50? The certificate and everything is in there. And the bag costs actually way more than that.
Well, if you can tell, it's actually stained.
Okay.
All through here.
I'm trying to sell it for $150 or get a loan for $75 instead of the $50.
Yeah, I wasn't interested in more than 50.
If you know purses, then you know the.
As our unsuspecting customer strolls into the kitchen at Chaos, little does she know what's cooking today. Ashley, patiently bracing herself for another round of absurdity, politely inquires about what the customer's looking to offload. The girl, blissfully unaware of the purse's actual value, confidently suggests a price that's almost a steal.
It costs way more than that.
Okay, but I'm not going to pay you for the amount that you think it's worth because it's stained. This is not one of the newer ones. This is not this season. I know about purses. It was torn. It was stained. It's not even the last season's bag. The thing is old.
But you still willing to buy for $50 though, so if it wasn't worth.
And now the plot thickens. The lady asserts that if Ashley truly understood purses, she'd gladly accept the offered amount. However, Ashley, standing firm in her claim that the purse is torn and not worth more than $50, creates a hilarious clash of valuation difference.
We even say $50.
So they didn't say it wasn't worth.
Can I talk to somebody else? I don't want to talk to your pepperoni looking at. Can I get somebody?
A pepperoni looking at. Pepperoni ass? I don't even know what that means. She take a look at her own ass?
Can I get somebody else to talk to? It don't even matter. I don't have to talk to you.
And I don't talk to you either, so why don't you go home, leave
Can
our
I
store?
talk to somebody else? Why do I have to talk to you?
Because
You
I'm the
disrespectful.
manager. I'm disrespectful and you call me a pepperoni ass?
Ugly ass bitch.
You.
And it's time to cue the drama. Ashley throws out the bold figure of $50, and it hits the customer like a curveball she wasn't ready for. Feeling the heat, our lady teeters on the edge of diplomacy and blurts out the unforgettable line. She labels Ashley a pepperoni ass and decides that she'd rather chat with anyone but her. Talk about spicing up negotiations.
3 males walked into a pawn shop. One of the suspects stood at the door as a lookout while the other 2 suspects walked directly over to the display cases.
So, like, these 3 guys roll into the pawn shop, just casually strolling in. The other 2 guys, they head straight to the fancy display cases. It's all got suspicious vibes. And then, bam! One of them whips out a sledgehammer and starts smashing the glass. Things are starting to get pretty wild.
At some point, a customer from the place is seen leaving calmly while the lookout tells her to hurry up.
The suspects appeared to be wearing heavy-duty gloves in order.
At one moment, a person from the shop strolls out all calm, and someone's keeping an eye on her, urging her to speed up. The people thought to be involved seem to have on these tough gloves, maybe so they don't get any cuts.
Not to get cut while removing the glass from the cases. Both suspects placed the jewelry and many other valuables in the bags.
So when they took off the glass from the cases, both of them put the jewelry and lots of other valuable stuff into bags. After that, they hightailed it out of the store in a black Mercury Marquis.
Case at? Where the case at? Where is it at? Where he put them on?
A guy storms into the pawn shop all worked up and starts shouting about a missing case. He's demanding to know where it is, and he appears to be accusing the staff of removing. The feeling of stress in the air is increasing, and it's obvious that something is wrong.
You gonna act like I ain't got no sense?
He's accusing us of taking games out of his unit. Look at the ticket. It never said with game.
The atmosphere gets even more intense as the guy accuses the pawn shop of messing with his games. Les, the cool guy at the pawn shop, stands his ground. The customer's getting more agitated, making accusations and even talking about blowing up the place, which is just adding to the chaos.
Man, you can get your arms up off belly and none of your body parts on me, bro.
After all the stress I have, the last thing I need is a customer causing a scene.
Despite the escalating situation, Les stays calm. He tries to talk sense into the upset customer, especially with a big event coming up the next day.
I know how to walk. I ain't illiterate because I ain't part of the week. And y'all motherfuckers in my middle really put them motherfucking games in there. And you wasn't even standing there when I positive. Somebody need to blow this place up.
It's time to go, sir.
You ain't gonna get my weed off. I'm not. Let go. Can I get my weed? He'll get it for you, don't worry. You're making a threat like that?
The situation becomes alarming when the upset customer makes a threat to blow up the place. Les, rightfully concerned about the safety of everybody, asks the guy to leave. Security becomes a priority, and the customer's demand for his belongings takes a backseat to the potential danger that he's creating. It's a challenging moment for Les, who's just trying to manage the chaos caused by an irate customer.
How's it going, man?
What's going on, man?
Everything good. How about you?
I'm doing good.
Good. What can I do for you?
Let me at least like $400 for this watch right here.
What can I do for you today?
Can I get like $400 for this watch right here? It's worth $20.
Les, chilling at the pawn shop, notices a guy walking in, watch in hand. Les, being friendly, asks how things are going. The guy, hopeful, wants $400 for his watch. Les, the cool pawn detective, calmly discusses the watch's worth, revealing it's valued at about $82.
Yo, man, tell me the truth. What'd you really pay?
Telling you the truth, man. Come on, give me $4 for this watch, man. Come on, man.
We deal in high-end watches. This was worthless. Nothing for us to deal with.
Come on, give me like $450 for this watch.
You're yelling at me.
Oh, I got a baby on the way, dog.
Congratulations.
I'm sick living at the crib, man. My girl on my head.
The negotiation heat rises as the guy insists on $400, but Les suggests $7. The guy, pleading and sharing his life story about a baby on the way, asks for $400 again. Les stands firm, offering him the same price, which leads to a bit of yelling. The guy, feeling frustrated, calls the place bull ass and expresses his discontent.
You want $10?
I want to do with $10.
I have no idea.
Go to Coney Island. Give me $10. I don't know Coney Island on $10. Got a baby on the way to go do this to me, dog. What you looking like a crazy fool?
The tension escalates and the guy feels disrespected, using strong words and even threatening Les. Les staying cool suggests maybe he should have been given $400, hinting at a broken lamp that needs payment. The situation gets intense, with the guy considering if he should have taken the deal.
Some cash for this watch, man. $400?
I'm sorry.
This is a bullshit ass place, man. This whole ass place, dog.
Excuse me.
You call it what? You call him a bitch?
You?
I'll knock you the out. You don't know who you talking to.
Tell me.
Y'all don't touch me, homie, dog. Touch me, dude.
Then maybe he would have been able to pay me for the lamp that he broke.
Y'all, I'm off with you, dog.
The guy, still upset, leaves the shop, but not without some fiery words. Les reflects on the encounter, realizing maybe he should have given $400 to avoid the chaos. The drama ends, leaving behind a mix of emotions and a used watch. Life at the pawn shop remains unpredictable and full of surprises.
How you doing today?
Hey, pretty good. How are you?
Real good, thanks. I'm Les.
Les, I'm Randall. How are you?
Randall, oh, you got a hell of a grip. Wow. What the hell is it?
Call it a ring.
Okay. I didn't think it was a bus. How'd you get it?
I just got it.
This guy smelled like a brewery. Okay. How much did you want?
I'd like $500 for it.
Why?
Why? Because I need it.
Yeah, I
got
you.
2 DUIs.
A person walks into the pawn shop, catching Les's attention. Things start getting interesting right away. The person wants $500 for a ring and shows it to Les. Les, being curious, asks where the ring came from and why they want to sell it. The person gets really mad when Les asks questions. The intensity in the air rises as the person angrily explains why they're selling the ring. Les stays calm, making it a surprising and dramatic moment in the pawn shop.
Well, if it was gold, I'd give you more than $500, but it's not real.
I know it's worth $500 and you're going to give me $500.
Well, actually, if this was gold, but it was brass, it had no value. I understand. You have court issues. The problem is,
I need $500 for it.
I'm sure you do.
Man, I
don't know why you need.
As the conversation continues, Les drops a bombshell. He tells the person that if the ring were real gold, he'd offer a whopping $2,500. Feeling a glimmer of hope, the customer suggests, just give me the $2,500 then. Expectantly awaiting a positive response, Les, with a touch of humor, reveals the harsh reality. He explains that the ring is fake, not even worth $500, and he won't pay that much for a counterfeit ring.
You got to give me something for it.
I can't give it to you. I'm sorry.
Give it to me anyway. Man, you can give me something for it. No, you give me something
just don't
for
beat
it.
on the glass. This guy was drunk.
You give me that ring back. Give me that.
It's the.
I ain't going nowhere. Man, get away from me. Yeah, I go. You man.
In the midst of the ring discussion, a security guard quietly enters, taking a position behind the customer. The customer, desperate, pleads with Les to give him something for the ring, but Les, staying true to his detective skills, rejects the plea, emphasizing the ring's fake nature. Les, sensing trouble, comments that the customer seems drunk, adding another unexpected twist to the escalating situation. As the rejection sinks in, the customer, unable to contain his frustration, sits on the floor, declaring that he won't leave. The tension peaks as he becomes increasingly aggressive. The guard steps into action, forcefully dragging the defiant customer out of the store. But despite being escorted out, the customer continues to yell and make a scene.
Oh boy. I see you sweating.
Yeah.
Must be hot outside.
No, I was doing karate outside.
You're doing karate?
And judo. I'm Bruce Lee's sister.
Really?
Yeah.
As the door jingles, a woman strolls into the pawn shop rocking winter clothes in the summer heat. Now she's chatting with Les, teasing him about the sweltering weather. She even claims to be a martial arts pro, throwing around Bruce Lee's name. The banter kicks off with a request for a karate move demonstration.
She said she was Bruce Lee's sister. So what you got?
The atmosphere takes an unexpected turn when the woman unveils a unique item, a mysterious fox mink. Les, unfamiliar with such creatures, engages in a lighthearted conversation to understand more about this fox mink. The woman, with a hint of mystery, reveals her intention to sell it.
A mink fox?
I don't know. I'm not into animals.
I've heard of fox. I've heard of mink. So fox mink. Did you want to pause?
As the conversation unfolds, Les dives into the details of the fox mink, trying to grasp its worth. The woman shares anecdotes about the origins of the item, painting a vivid picture of its history. Les, playing the role of the detective, subtly negotiates and gathers information to figure out the best deal.
Sell it. How much did you want for it?
$50,000.
The encounter concluded with the woman deciding to part ways with her fox mate. Les, using his seasoned charm, finalizes the deal. The quirky tale of the winter-dressed woman and her unique pawned item adds an unexpected twist to the usual pawn shop routine, leaving both parties with a memorable experience.
Woman comes in to sell me a high-end bottle of liquor. Ma'am, I'm
Is that what you're saying? You have no respect. When you want to take a person when they die,
fit the liquor inside the bottle.
and anytime you're going to belittle a person.
Ma'am, I didn't belittle you.
As the door chimes, the woman confidently walks in, clutching an empty liquor bottle. She aims for a bold move, attempting to pawn the bottle for a cool $100. Les, with his discerning eye, swiftly rejects the proposal, explaining that a filled bottle would fetch a better price. The woman, not thrilled with the response, raises her voice, demanding respect and expressing her discontent.
I'll give you $100.
It's not worth more than $100.
Especially when you say I wouldn't give you $100.
Don't you ever walk up to my
Baby,
dad.
Hey, baby, don't point your finger.
Life after this,
Ma'am.
don't you dare ever
Ma'am,
come in
you
here
are
again.
in my face.
I don't care, you're in my dad's store, and don't you ever think about coming in here
You know
again.
what?
Turn your ass around, badass out the door now.
Nowhere, Ashley steps up like a superhero. Now, she doesn't just cool things down, she straight up shuts the woman down. With confidence, Ashley tells her to leave and never come back. Suddenly, the chaos turns into quiet thanks to Ashley's quick and firm action.
Son of a bitch. Where the hell is he? Rich! He's on the floor. People are waiting to pay us for their merchandise. He's not there. We're losing money. I'd had Rich's back.
In the heart of the pawn shop, Les faces a moment of frustration and disbelief. The absence of Rich, a trusted ally for over 2 decades, leaves Les feeling betrayed. The urgency of customers waiting to make payments adds to the tension, and the weight of loyalty becomes a central theme in this unexpected turn of events.
Since the first day he came here, over 20 years ago. I feel betrayed. Didn't I just have an employee meeting to tell everybody that they need to step up on their game? I'm watching you and Bobby J talk to these 2 girls. You're out there trying to sweet talk them, trying to bullshit with them. I'm looking for you in layaway. Where the hell are you?
I gotta sit in layaway all day long and just wait for something to happen.
As the minutes tick away, the atmosphere inside the pawn shop grows more intense. Les reflects on his long-standing support for Rich, highlighting his sense of loyalty that spans a quarter century. He recalls a recent employee meeting where he emphasized the need for everyone to step up their game. Disappointment and frustration seep into his words as he confronts the situation, a pawn shop mystery intertwined with personal and professional loyalties.
I'm watching you and Bobby J talk to these 2 girls. They're out there trying to sell their jewelry. You're out there trying to sweet talk them, trying to bullshit with them. They end up walking out the front door. You put me in a position that you were the next to go.
In this pivotal moment, Les delivers a stern warning to a fellow employee, Bobby J. The scene unfolds with Les observing interactions and attempts at sweet-talking customers. The threat of termination looms as he recounts the consequences of letting down the team. The dialogue underscores the severity of the situation and the potential impact on job security. Tension rises as Les grapples with the repercussions of the unfolding events.
Rich, I'm out. Tell your dad to off.
You up your job.
As the confrontation escalates, Les draws a line in the sand. The ultimatum is clear: compliance or termination. The final seconds capture the raw emotion and frustration of a loyal employee who feels unappreciated and misunderstood.
He knew he was in trouble once we walked through that door. Joe, what did you steal from me? Tell me the truth.
Inside the pawn shop, a sense of trouble looms as the head of security, Joe, faces a difficult moment. The air is heavy with anticipation as accusations are laid out. In a tense exchange, the truth emerges when Joe admits to stealing. The weight of the admission sets the stage for the unraveling of a trusted employee's actions.
The detectives call in uniformed officers to put the cuffs on. And then he reaches into his pocket and pulls out an assortment of jewelry worth over $7,000.
As the admission hangs in the air, the situation takes an unexpected turn. Detectives call in uniformed officers to apprehend Joe. A place built on trust is now shaken to its core as the true extent of the betrayal unfolds.
You go this way. This is my loyalist point.
The arrest unfolds and reality sinks in for the pawn shop owner. The disbelief is evident as a devoted employee, the head of security for the previous 3 years, is carried away in handcuffs. The emotional weight of the betrayal is clear in the owner's voice, which expresses the anguish of putting trust in someone who later proved dishonest.
If he was, he could be anyone.
As the scene unfolds, questions linger in the air. The owner ponders the possibility of Joe working with someone else, leaving the situation shrouded in uncertainty. The aftermath of the betrayal raises concerns about potential accomplices and adds another layer to the unfolding drama. The final seconds leave the audience in suspense, contemplating the true extent of the security guard's actions.
Are you her customer or mine?
I'm talking to you. Come on.
This lady got so irate because she wanted to be next in line. She wanted to be first. She felt that she was the most important out of every customer. You're next in line, so I'm gonna be right with you.
Okay, well, come on. It doesn't matter. What the are you? You're not the police. I can talk to whoever I want to talk to. What are you going to do?
You offer it now.
In the opening scene, Ashley is at the counter with a lengthy line of customers. A sudden disruption occurs when a black woman attempts to cut in front of everybody else. Ashley confronts her, asking, "What are you doing?" The woman becomes upset, but Ashley firmly asserts, "You can't do that stuff here."
Goodbye.
Come back here. Let's talk right now. Take the receipt.
What would you like to do with it, ma'am?
I want to pay.
Well, you have to go to those windows.
I'm not, no. I come to this line any other time.
Not at this window. It's
Okay, well, I'm not going to stand in the line.
in the wrong line. Get in the other line.
And I'm not going to get in another line. I'm going to walk straight up to the damn window.
We won't take you.
The woman continued standing in line at the counter. Les approached her, inquiring about the situation. She explained that she wanted to pay, but refused to move to the next window. Les informed her that in the pawn shop, crossing others in line isn't allowed, emphasizing the importance of waiting your turn.
Here of you.
Well, y'all just told me something.
See this lady here? All the other customers.
Okay, and I always come to this line.
I'm sorry. You have to stand in the other line.
Okay, well, I'll be back before y'all close.
You can do whatever you want in this line. She can't. Can't wait your turn.
We'll be back later.
Following the interaction, the woman eventually complied and moved to another window. Les, taking action, instructed the workers at that window not to accept their payment. He firmly directed the woman to wait in line like the other customers, reinforcing the shop's policy on fair and orderly transactions.
Thank you, sir. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, jackass.
Take your
Bitch.
Take
Yeah, that's you.
and get it.
You. Yeah, make me.
We don't,
Sir,
we don't want
please.
this. You can take this stuff.
Sir,
And
sir,
put it where the
listen.
sun don't shine.
Listen. I don't know what the problem was.
As the interaction begins, the customer expresses gratitude, but the tone takes an unexpected turn. Tensions rise as the customer's language becomes confrontational. The shopkeeper, addressing the situation calmly, refuses to tolerate mistreatment. The dynamics shift from appreciation to conflict, showcasing the challenges of customer service in a brief yet intense moment.
Came in here, tried to spend my money is what I did. That's what I did.
Okay.
And come instead of trying to come in here, I'm not even talking to you.
I need a liver transplant.
Why?
Seriously?
They didn't even look at these cards.
Sour Patch Kids.
The narrative unfolds with the arrival of another customer, visibly intoxicated. The shopkeeper navigates the encounter with a mix of tolerance and assertiveness. The customer attempts to engage in banter, revealing signs of alcohol influence. The shopkeeper, unswayed, maintains composure and subtly addresses the situation, highlighting the challenges of dealing with individuals under the influence.
I'm not even out here trying to get the $30.
Not paying on my.
$50 for that.
Jeff, take him out, please.
This better not put in damn card.
How would you?
Man, what the?
In this segment, a discussion ensues about cards and a potential liver transplant. The shopkeeper encounters a situation where the customer's intentions are unclear. Misunderstandings arise, and the shopkeeper skillfully navigates the conversation. The dialogue touches on humorous elements while portraying the complexity of communication in a retail setting.
You're not making it.
I told her to.
What, is it, ma'am?
Is it?
I don't know. You tell me.
Man, come on, you the dude with the ponytail?
The wife's racking my nuts on the telephone constantly.
Just tie 2 earrings in your ears.
Does it matter?
Just take it off, put it with mine a little bit, let it get a little bit more weight to it, and go ahead and give me my money.
Does that make sense?
Right this way.
You can't come back.
Damn this! Go out my way now! One of y'all touch me! I'll break this.
I'm more than happy to go to the ends of the earth for you. When you come in like an ass, you be walked out like an ass.
The scene takes a surprising turn as the atmosphere shifts. The shopkeeper reassures the customers that, despite challenges, the store is dedicated to going the extra mile for them. The encounter, starting with tension, concludes with an assurance of excellent service. This final part encapsulates the roller coaster of emotions within a brief time frame, showcasing the highs and lows of customer interactions.
You need some help today?
Man, how you doing, brother? What's the deal on this TV here?
This TV right here is $400.
$400?
Yeah.
I was in here 2 weeks ago, sold you this mother for $90, and now you're gonna ask me $400 for it, man?
In the electronics section of the store, a customer named Robert engages in a conversation about a TV with the store employee. The casual tone sets the stage for what seems like a routine interaction. The customer questions the TV's price, sparking a humorous recount of a previous encounter where he claims to have purchased the same TV for a lower price.
Are you kidding me? So you're making a $310 profit off me? Bull, man.
Can I help you?
Who are you, man? I come in here 2 weeks ago, just like I told this.
Gentlemen.
Do something with your hair, man. And then y'all gonna sell it for $400. You gonna make that much profit off me?
As the dialogue unfolds, the customer expresses dissatisfaction with the marked up price, claiming the store will profit significantly from his purchase. A manager steps in, attempting to resolve the situation. Tensions rise as the customer questions the legitimacy of the price hike and demands a resolution, emphasizing the financial disparity between his purchase and the intended selling price.
Brother,
Where's your receipt?
can you not understand English, my brother?
No, I can't, my brother. I don't believe they wants a TV for nothing.
I'll just take the TV, man. No.
The customer threatens to take the TV and leave without making a purchase. The manager issues a stern warning, asserting that any attempt to take the TV without completing the transaction will result in immediate removal from the store. The confrontation takes an assertive turn, with both parties standing their ground.
Once I get this TV. Man, get up off me. Man, get off me. Man, get off me. Get my damn shoe, player. My damn shoe, player. You got my shoe. You got my money. This joint.
This guy was acting like a total baby. He wanted attention and he got it.
Despite the warnings, the customer decides to leave the store, expressing discontent with the entire experience. He accuses the store of mistreatment and vows never to return. The situation concludes with dramatic flair as the customer exits, leaving behind a sense of dissatisfaction and a promise never to return.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Well, actually, I'm not doing so good.
No?
My grandma just passed.
I'm
I
sorry.
was like hoping to
Okay, so whose ring is this?
my grandma's.
Oh. So you want to just pawn it, right? Because you want to be able to get it back?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have anything else?
It's not real. What you mean it's not real?
It's not real gold.
A guy comes in feeling sad and asks Ashley to pawn his grandma's ring, explaining that she passed away and it's all he has. When Ashley checks the ring, she gently says it's not real. Concerned, she asks if he's got anything else, wanting to help him in a simple way.
You saying basically y'all sit up here and waste my time talking to you?
You don't waste your time. If you have a TV, you can pawn your TV.
What the I look like finding my TV?
Do you have a TV?
I need to speak with somebody else because you irritate me flat out.
It's acting really erratic and it's making me really nervous.
Lower your voice.
Don't
Lower your
tell
voice.
me
Lower
what
your
to do.
voice.
Don't
Lower your
put your
voice.
finger in
Lower
my
your
face.
voice. Lower your
Don't
voice.
put your finger.
Ashley breaks the news that the ring isn't real. The person gets upset, saying it's not fake. Ashley suggests pawning a TV instead, but he questions why he should. Despite Ashley's efforts, the man gets angrier, repeatedly telling her to lower her voice. Ashley asks him not to point fingers at her face, but he ignores her.
I'm trying to help you solve your issue.
Lower your voice.
The next thing I know, this guy snapped.
Lower
Don't
your
tell
voice.
me
Lower
what
your
to do.
voice.
Don't
Lower
put your
your
finger.
You got me up. No, let's go. Let me go. Let me go.
On the ground. On the ground. On the ground, mother.
The security guard intervenes, slamming the upset person to the ground and then dragging him out of the pawn shop. The situation escalates and the guard takes decisive action to maintain order.
Next up, we've got this episode where a heavily muscled individual made his way over to meet Les to complain about equipment he got from the store that got busted.
Somebody bought this. This piece of junk I bought in here just a couple days ago. It don't work now. It's broken.
What is it?
Little ab lounger I bought here, man. Workout.
In the midst of the pawn shop's hustle, a burly customer approaches Les with a complaint. He's upset about a busted piece of exercise equipment, an AV lounger purchased just days ago. Les, sticking to the store policy, explains that they can only provide an exchange, not a cash refund. Tensions rise as the customer vehemently rejects the idea of an exchange, demanding his money back.
He can only hand over another item in place of the faulty one.
If you had the receipt, I could give you an exchange. I could give you some.
I don't want an exchange because it's probably going to be some again. How about you just get my money?
As the disagreement escalates, the customer insists on a cash refund, dismissing the option of another item. Les faces a dilemma, stuck between policy and customer satisfaction. The clash intensifies as the customer becomes forceful in his demand for a monetary refund, setting the stage for a heated confrontation.
Les could match him word for word without fear.
Better be some money.
Or what?
Or what? There's going to be a problem. How about
What
that?
kind of...
Les, accompanied by his trusty companion Byron the Snuggle Bear, stands his ground. The customer challenges Les with threats of problems if he doesn't comply. Unfazed, Les maintains his position, asserting that the store's policy is non-negotiable. The heir becomes charged with confrontation as both parties refuse to back down.
I don't need it.
As things got super heated between Les and the customer, Byron tried to step in to calm the man down.
As the situation reaches a boiling point, Les and the customer engage in a verbal showdown. The customer grows increasingly forceful and Les warns against physical contact. Byron attempts to mediate and calm the customer, but his intervention takes an unexpected turn, adding a new layer of tension to the already heated exchange.
Really?
The confrontation takes a risky turn when the customer, ignoring Les's warnings, attempts physical contact. Byron, in a misguided attempt to intervene, escalates the situation further. Les stands firm, refusing to be intimidated while tensions continue to rise.
Les questions a man's marriage. Les uses a customer's words against her. There's trouble in the office, but Les reminds Seth that he's the boss.
Les kicks off the day questioning a man's marriage, using customers' words against her. Trouble brews in the office, but Les asserts his authority as the boss, teaching a disrespectful man a memorable lesson. Les shows that he's not just a pawnbroker, baby. He's a boss in control.
Here are savage Les Gold moments. It looks like Les is more interested in this man's marriage than his business. Les woke up this morning with the urge to roast someone, and of all the people he could roast, he picked this guy. Things take an unexpected turn.
Now, in a surprising twist, Les dives into the man's marriage, leaving everybody shocked. Les humorously challenges the man's absurd scenario, roasting him in a way that only Les can. The man's attempt to buy an anniversary present with his wife's jewelry backfires, adding a touch of humor to the pawn shop drama.
You get a watch for my wife's anniversary? Oh, it's not your anniversary too? Well, yeah, it is mine too. How many years you been together? 25 years. Oh, okay. How many good ones? So how did you get these? Well, we were going through some of her jewelry. She said this belonged to my grandma. They're not real.
Les posts a customer's watch request, questioning the authenticity of the jewelry. Unfazed, Les detects the fake and confronts the customer's peculiar anniversary gift plan. The customer tries to defend himself, but Les, in his signature style, keeps it real and uncovers the truth behind the fake jewelry.
But hold on a second. How come the old man wants to buy his wife an anniversary present with her own jewelry? That is one hell of a ridiculous scenario. What this man could have done at this moment is leave. But nope, some of these customers love to start drama.
This is older than both of us. It probably is. But it was fake when it was made, and it's still fake.
Les faces a customer who crosses the line, insulting his family. For the first time, Les takes matters into his own hands, delivering a stern warning. The tension rises as Les draws the line, showcasing a side of him that won't tolerate disrespect towards his loved ones.
Okay, I've seen your wife. Listen, mother, there's two things you don't talk about. What's that? My wife and my family. Oh, here's the deal.
For a moment, we thought...
Two of you. Here's the deal. Get out of here. Two of you. I'll hurt you guys so bad. Sure you will. Better get in the front. Sure you will.
In a final showdown, Les lays down the law. With no patience left, he kicks the disrespectful customers out, warning them of dire consequences if they return. Les reveals his savage side, making it clear that disrespecting his family won't be tolerated under any circumstances.
Hello, how are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you, sir?
That's good. I want to pawn this TV.
I can go 100.
Excuse me?
So here's a guy who wants $400 on a $200 TV. What the is he thinking?
People can help me move my stuff back in my mother's house. 100 is not going to do, sir. I need more than that.
But I can't give you more. See, it's a used TV.
A young man enters the pawn shop seeking to pawn a TV for $400. Les, the owner, declines the initial offer and counteroffers $100. The guy, explaining his need to move back to his mom's house, expresses that $100 won't be sufficient for his situation.
You know, I have to get away. You see this? He did this last night.
What did he do to you last night?
He beat me up last night. You clearly don't see that. See, you know what? You about to cause me to lose my mother temper.
I try to give him the benefit of the doubt. I thought he had nice skin. He didn't have any bruises on him. I don't need to call security.
You don't need to call them. What
The guy made up a story about daily abuse from his roommate, seeking empathy to pawn the TV for his escape. Les remained skeptical, noting the absence of visible bruises, praising the boy's clear skin. In response, the boy, feeling cornered, requests the involvement of security, hinting at a potential dramatic turn of events.
What you gonna do? What, you from Africa? Oh, okay. Anyway, like I said, can you give me the 400 you paid?
We sell them for $200.
Hello. Y'all.
Thank you so much.
Sure is.
Have a nice day.
You.
Thank you.
You better lucky I'm gonna throw this big mother ass. Up. Where is my key?
Les, trying to find a middle ground, offers $125, but the boy declines and insists on calling the guards. Les, unfazed, reveals the presence of the guard behind the boy. The situation ends with the boy taking the TV and leaving the pawn shop without the need for additional security intervention.
How about your fat ass take it out? You work here, ain't you getting paid to do this?
I look like a butler to you?
I don't give a my gonna come in here and get this motherfucker. You better. His big ass gonna beat your little ass, fat bitch.
Hit me with army.
Motherfucker, come from behind this counter.
A tense situation arises as a black woman directs angry shouts at a guard. The guard, responding defensively, questions her, asking if he appears to be a butler in a moment of unexpected confrontation.
You get back here. Your big ass on my way. Get this motherfucking speaker and take it outside. You want me to stop? Take the.
You brought it in. You're gonna take it out. So take it out.
I'm not picking that up
Then
and
you're
taking it
leaving it
outside. Y'all can get your old ass
Take
out.
your ass out of here.
I'm
What's
gonna
your
take bitch ass out of here, y'all.
You're not going to come in threatening my employees.
Who gonna bring it outside?
Despite Seth's efforts to intervene, the black woman continues her relentless shouting. Even another guard struggles to remove her. Suddenly, she notices Les, the owner, standing behind her. In an unexpected turn, she bursts into laughter and mockingly tells Les to leave.
Yo, big ass, you can grab that bitch too, ogre. My big ass, Shrek ass following behind me.
We will give you the respect and the decency you deserve, but when you're threatening my family, we throw you out of here.
Bitches, for life.
Taking matters into her own hands, the woman starts leaving, dubbing the guards as Shrek on her way out. The situation takes an unexpected and humorous turn as she adds a touch of sass to her departure.
Let's take a look at it.
All right. I'm here with my man, and we got in a big argument, and he left me, so I need to
He
get
left
back
you
home.
here?
To Hawaii.
Oh, really? Where about?
Honolulu.
Oh, okay.
Got a ride from my cousin, so you gotta hurry up.
There came a woman at Ashley's counter to sell her chain. Now Ashley's looking at her chain to see whether it's worthy enough or not. She's asking Ashley to hurry up as she has to leave earlier as her spouse has left her alone here.
Really? Okay, how much did you need? I was just trying to knot this for you to be nice, but...
$600.
What up with that?
I got this from one of my aunts in Africa. This is $600.
Oh, do you know what it is? It's actually a Tahitian pearl.
No, this is from Africa. This is an African pearl.
Ashley asked her how much she wanted for her jewelry. Now the woman said $600, which is a lot more than Ashley was willing to spend, since Ashley said that it's not an African stone, but the woman was arguing that it was.
600.
My ticket cost $600. That's how much I need.
Do you have anything else?
No.
Excuse me?
No.
Ashley told her that they're not African pearls, so it's not worth $600, but far less. It was at this point that the woman started acting rude. Ashley got shocked at her stupidity and rude behavior. Eventually, she started behaving really bad as Ashley got angrier. What's gonna happen next?
$600 or not?
You can't get $600 on this. Okay. And also, don't call me a bitch.
So you mean to tell me that this ain't worth a mother thing?
That's not what I said. It could be worth something.
Okay, can I get $5.99?
No.
Some kind of problem?
Okay.
Exactly.
Can I get $600
No,
or
you
not?
can't get anything.
Okay, I
You
get
can't talk to her like
$5.98,
this. You can't
$7.
Oh, I left you now.
Bitch, you don't know why I'm not leaving no place.
Yes, you are.
Oh, no. All right.
Oh, yes,
What?
you are.
What are you gonna do?
I'll kiss my...
Honey, you don't have that kind of money.
All right. You. All of y'all. Bitch.
If you want some help, talk to us like a human being.
I'm leaving.
Aloha.
Who the they think they is? Them.
Which...
Some jewelry for my daughter. Her birthday's in like 2 weeks.
For sure. How old is she gonna be?
She's gonna be 12.
She's gonna be 12.
Yep.
Do you want a Kleenex?
I've got allergies, man. I itch like super bad. I'm not picking it, I promise.
Okay. We have a heart one. It's really pretty.
Can I see it?
There came a man to Ashley asking for something to buy for his daughter. Now, he inferred that she's about 12 years old and he wants something interesting for her. But he's constantly picking his nose, which was making Ashley cringe. He's not stopping from doing such cryptic things, but he's constantly doing it in public. Ashley asked him to let her know if there was something he was interested in buying for his daughter.
Look at it.
How much you want to spend?
Like 100, 150, but
75.
can I touch it though? That's bull.
I was charging him like $75 on this watch just to give him a deal so he didn't have to touch it with his snotty hands. Can I see the sanitizer for a second?
Now, the man selected a watch, but Ashley didn't want him to touch anything with his dirty hands. She asked him about his range and he said he wants something under $100, and the watch was $75. The man didn't agree to buy it. Now Ashley's just getting furious over his silliness.
I can use sanitizer. Why don't you guys go yourself?
I don't even care about the sale anymore. I just want him out of here.
Ashley asked him to use sanitizer before touching anything in the shop, but he refused. Now this is going to be a very serious problem. They're probably going to have a fight. Ashley got angry and asked him to leave despite no deal. She just wanted him gone. She didn't care for the deal or profit, but just getting him out of the shop. Well, then came the guards who made sure that he left, and Ashley used sanitizer everywhere on everything that he put his hands on. Well, that's it for today, everybody. Thanks for being part of the Hardcore Pawn adventure with us. We hope you like the drama and the surprises. Stay tuned for more pawn shop stories. See you next time.
My dad truly believed that this glass could be something.
Space for years.
Okay, I'm not...
$4,000. $4,000, that's probably my...
From a killer ride to something straight out of Star Trek. Welcome back, Pawn Squad. Get ready to explore the shady side of the pawn world as we uncover 5 super rare illegal items encountered on Hardcore Pawn. Another day at the pawn shop, and you never know what surprises will walk through that door. Today we've got Seth bringing in something that's blowing everyone's mind, and boy is he in for a shock. Our friend Penny rolls in with a rare 83 T-top cutlass, lowrider frames, and a fully customized beauty. Whoa, whoa, whoa! This is the stuff dreams are made of. These babies are like finding a needle in a haystack these days, and you can see Seth's eyes light up with excitement. Easy there, Seth, don't get too carried away.
We see all types of old cars come through the store.
Does it do the four-wheel hop?
It could if you wanted it to.
This amazing car is decked out with 4 switches and can hop up to 72 inches in the front. And guess what? If you're up for it, it can even do a 4-wheel hop. Talk about a versatile ride.
If you wanted it to, sure. It's equipped to. But it's very rare we see a tricked out car that actually jumps off the ground.
This car is the real deal, folks. It's got all the bells and whistles you could imagine. How often do you come across a fully equipped ride like this? Seth can't help but admit that it's incredibly rare to see a car that's not only fully customized, but can also jump off the ground. He can't resist showing off, telling us about the car's 4 hydraulic pumps and a whopping 14 deep cycle batteries. More batteries mean more power, right? Seth and his buddy can't resist the temptation to hop in and experience it firsthand. And let me tell you, they are having a blast. Now, Seth really wants this car, but he wants it at the right price. Penny, on the other hand, is hoping to fetch $12,000 for it. Will Seth bite the bullet and make the deal? Well, here's the twist.
How about $4,000?
Seth is only willing to dish out $4,000 for it. Whoa, talk about a huge drop. You can see the disappointment on Penny's face. He explains that he spent $4,000 just on the paint job alone. After some negotiation, Penny agrees to settle for $10,000. But Seth tries to push it further, offering $7,000. You know he wants it.
It's very rare we see a tricked out car that actually jumps off the ground.
Penny, being the wise guy he is, doesn't take the deal. In the end, they part ways on good terms. Well, folks, let's hope Penny finds another buyer who's willing to meet his price for this fully customized car. It's always a thrill to see unique items like this in the pawn shop. And who knows what will come through those doors next. Stay tuned for more pawn shop adventures. But here comes another gem-filled day at Les's Pawn Shop.
It's a waste of time, Dad.
You'll see.
We have a woman who's brought in some stones she discovered at her late grandmother's house. Her goal? To gather enough cash to cover her dear grandma's funeral expenses. Poor thing, she's not quite sure about the value of these stones and is expecting to receive a modest sum for them.
Younger.
How much did you want for these?
Anything would help, like $50 or $100.
Enter Ashley, who wants to assist but has serious doubts about the authenticity of these gems. On the other hand, Les is a big softie who sees potential in these stones and wants to help the woman out.
What?
It's a waste of time. This could be custom jewelry.
Yeah, it could be, but I think some of these are...
Now, Ashley isn't on board with Les's plan. Talk about family drama. She's doing her best to convince Les that this is a complete waste of time. But Les has something up his sleeve. He's arranged for a gem expert to come in and assess whether the stones are genuine or not. And let me tell you, what unfolds next is nothing short of astonishing. Brace yourselves, folks.
Holy... Oh my God.
These stones turn out to be the real deal. Crystal's life is about to take a major turn. All the stones, except for one, turn out to be plain old glass. But that one stone, oh boy, it's a game changer. It's a rare Burmese ruby worth a whopping $10,000. Les's hunch was spot on, and boy does it pay off.
So we'll be able to give you $10,000.
Crystal can hardly believe her luck. She's ecstatic and still pinching herself to make sure it's real. And you know what? Les deserves a round of applause for his intuition and faith in those stones. Well done, Les. It just goes to show that sometimes you can stumble upon hidden treasures in the most unexpected places. Crystal's journey from uncertainty to a life-changing discovery is a testament to the unpredictable nature of the pawn shop world. Who knows what other surprises await us in the future? Stay tuned, folks, because the adventure at Les's Pawn Shop is far from over. Hold on to your seats because this next guy is about to unleash some of the rarest goodies on the market.
5, 6.
Brace yourselves, space geeks, because this is gonna blow your mind. So this guy rolls up with a bunch of crates, and let me tell you, the anticipation is real.
Got a couple things. I have some Star Trek things, and I also have things from NASA.
He's got some seriously cool stuff from the Star Trek universe, and even NASA. I mean, come on, that's pretty awesome. It's clear that this dude is a space enthusiast through and through. and his collection is off the charts. Honestly, it's a total flex. Like seriously, you gotta take a look at this thing.
This is all the kind of stuff that you're into.
Now, here's the kicker. Ashley confesses that she and her brother aren't exactly die-hard Star Trek fans. But guess what? Every time they get anything Star Trek related in their shop, it flies off the shelves.
I'm not a Trekkie girl, my brother's not a Trekkie guy, but when we get Star Trek stuff in here, it flies off.
Talk about a lucky break, huh? This guy managed to gather all these valuable items from various Star Trek conventions across the country, thanks to his gig as a truck driver. Talk about dedication to the cause. But wait, it gets even better. He pulls out this kit from Paramount Studios, which is a seriously impressive piece in his collection.
To give to radio station to run ads for the show.
It's an authentic set that was sent to a TV executive when Deep Space Nine first hit the screens. Now that's some next level stuff right there. You can't help but appreciate the sheer coolness of it all. Here's the catch though. All this awesomeness comes at a price, and Seth, our shop owner, is taken aback by the asking price.
This was $1,000?
Yes.
Wow. $1,000?
Yes.
Why? Why is that so
Because
much
it's
money?
custom built and it all lights up and works.
The guy wants a whopping $1,200 for everything, unless ever the savvy negotiator tries to bring it down to $700. It seems like a stalemate, but fear not, because Ashley steps in with her clever thinking. After some intense back and forth, Ashley manages to strike a deal.
$800.
She works her magic and secures all these incredible items for just $800. Can you believe it? Talk about a happy ending. Everyone walks away satisfied. The customer gets a fair price, and our shop owners have some killer new additions to their inventory. Who knew that a truck driver with a passion for Star Trek could bring so much excitement to our little shop? It just goes to show you never know what surprises are waiting around the corner. I kid you not. This next guy just pulled up with a true gem.
Checker taxi cab. I don't know about the original miles. Meter still.
Can you even fathom it? It's none other than a 1982 checkered cab. Whoa, now that's what I call antique. Take a gander at this beauty. It's in remarkable condition. It's evident that the owner showered this car with lots of love and care. Kudos to him.
Did you call for a cab? Did you call for a cab?
Now, hold on to your hats because there's more to this story. Our daring duo, Les and Seth, decided to peek under the hood. Lo and behold, their jaws dropped.
Look at that thing purr. Don't you lose money because you get there quicker? And it all goes...
The engine looks splendid, almost brand new. How cool is that? But wait, there's a fascinating tidbit about this cab. Back in the day, they used to write the rates right on the taxi door itself. Talk about genius. This way, the rates were fixed, making it easier to attract customers. It's a shame we don't see this kind of thoughtful detail nowadays.
The door. Did you see the rates on the door?
Yeah, I did. The shut up one is one I like.
And guess what? This car enthusiast doesn't just have one of these incredible cabs, but a whopping total of 4. 4, my friends! And out of all his prized possessions, he decided to part ways with one and sell it to this very pawn shop.
As long as the price is right and it's in good condition, we can make a profit.
Boy, oh boy, Les and Seth should count their lucky stars. Now brace yourselves for the asking price. This customer is seeking a jaw-dropping $10,000. Can you believe it? Les, being the inquisitive one, questions the reason behind such a hefty sum for what seems to be a mere antique car. Sensibly, Seth suggests that the customer take the car for a spin, just to ensure everything is running smoothly. Perhaps then they'll be able to negotiate a fair price. Good thinking, Seth. Les, ever the insightful one, recognizes that this is not just any ordinary car. It's a masterpiece, a truly unique item. Plus, considering its excellent condition, they can actually turn a profit from it. However, much to their disappointment, the customer refuses to budge below $8,500. Sadly, no deal can be made today. Nonetheless, Les wishes him luck, and we join him in hoping that the right buyer comes along for this exceptional ride. Fingers crossed, this next guy brought in something, and you won't believe what it is.
You want $950?
This guy walked in all eager to sell something big, and boy did he deliver. When he unveiled the item, everyone's jaws hit the floor.
Well, I hear you guys buy silver. We do. That's a Silver Surfer.
I'm talking about a life-size Silver Surfer from the Fantastic Four. Can you believe it? This thing is massive and made entirely of silver. It's a sight to behold. Now, let me fill you in on the backstory. This customer explains that this Silver Surfer was actually a display piece for the movie Fantastic Four: Rise of the Silver Surfer. They made a total of 1,500 of these bad boys. Can you imagine? But here's the kicker. Is it actually silver?
This is literally just a regular mannequin and plywood.
The customer reveals that this is just a regular mannequin covered in a vacuum metal plastic wrap. He actually got it from a movie theater where he used to advertise. And get this, he owns his own comic book store.
I advertise that, and I own a comic book store. I said,
and that's how he managed to convince the set designer to let him take it home. And the next day, it was proudly displayed in his shop for the next 5 years. Talk about a cool collector's item. Now hold on to your seats, because things are about to get interesting. This guy is asking for a whopping $2,000 for the Silver Surfer. And let me tell you, he seems pretty darn adamant about it. Like, take a look at this.
I want $2,000 for it.
Why?
Ashley, always the one to ask the tough questions, wonders why it's priced so high. The customer confidently explains that outline. It's actually valued at $3,000, and he wants a fair price for it. Oh, and here's a fun fact for you. The Silver Surfer was actually voted one of the top 50 most recognizable comic book heroes in America. Pretty cool, huh? Ashley, being the shrewd businesswoman she is, gives the customer a reality check. She offers him a lesser amount for it, stating that it's the best she can do. But the customer stands his ground and refuses to go below $1,000. That's quite a gap to bridge.
To buy this from you for $500.
But then in comes Seth, our resident genius manipulator. What he does next and how he convinces the customer will truly shock you. Yes, did you see that? He slyly takes out the money, slaps it on the desk right in front of the customer, and presents him with a take it or leave it offer of $900. The tension is palpable. What do you think this man will do?
Take it or leave it.
It's clear that he's holding out for a higher price. Hey, sometimes you gotta stick to your guns. Well, after giving it some serious thought, the customer ultimately did decide this.
It's a pleasure. We're gonna go surfing on home.
See you later.
And walked away from the deal. But wait, there's more. You think Les will let him walk away like this? Les has something up his sleeve, and he does this.
Where I want it.
If you're gonna walk for $50, you're gonna pack it back up, you're gonna take it back.
Well, after mulling it over, the customer finally caved in and agreed to Les's offer. That's the kind of influence Les has, folks. Somehow, people just can't resist his charm. Now, with everyone on the same page, they can all happily move forward. It's smooth sailing from here on out. And that concludes our thrilling journey through 5 super rare illegal items on Hardcore Pawn. This guy, I kid you not, strolls in without a single thing in his hands. The suspense is killing me. What on earth could he be after? Brace yourselves, because this one's about to blow your mind. So a guy comes in asking to tattoo their logo and get paid for it? Now, I won't sugarcoat it. This idea might come off as a tad bit idiotic, but hey, different strokes for different folks, am I right?
I don't think that this guy was thinking through this. My dad wouldn't get it done, so why the would this guy get it done?
Guess what? Ashley ain't exactly blown away by this whole thing and finds it pretty dumb if you ask me. Just when you start thinking he's all about giving props to the shop, it turns out he couldn't care less.
You got any tattoos underneath? Holy moly.
This dude means serious business, I tell you. Brace yourself for the mind-boggling price he's demanding for that tattoo.
Well, I'm looking in the range for about $1,000.
$1,000.
Yes.
He is so crazy for that. Now we're in a bit of a pickle trying to figure out who the real idiot is, him or Les. I mean, this guy is practically selling himself here. Come on, Les, get your act together, buddy.
He's gonna have a new tattoo.
Wait, you wear a shirt, so you'd be covering it up.
No, I wouldn't be covering up. I'd walk around.
But here's the moment of truth. Did they strike a deal? Drum roll. Nope, not a chance. This dude wasn't willing to budge below $500 for the tattoo, which kind of makes sense, I guess. But Les wasn't about to cough up more than $250.
$250.
Do it.
So hey, at least you didn't end up with that dumb tattoo, am I right? Now get ready for this next woman, cause it's about to get interesting. So this lady is trying to make some money by selling these coats to cover her bills. But honestly, the coats didn't look too great, and neither did her chewing.
415. Is that what you said? Well, I said 400 piece.
But Ashley was totally caught off guard by that. And seriously, the price is insane, don't you think? Now she's stepping in, offering some real prices. Let's see how the other person reacts to it.
$40.
No doubt that's absolutely hilarious. Now they're trying to haggle, but it's honestly gross and distracting when she chews like that. I mean, check out that silly behavior.
How's that go?
So the bodyguard is clearly here to kick her out, and you won't believe what she pulled off. That was just plain weird. But the next one is even weirder, believe me. And speaking of flirting, this next customer is on a whole new level. She's got a necklace in her possession, so she's not showing up empty-handed. But here's the twist. She's actually here for Ashley, or something else. Could it be her sneaky way of striking a deal with the pawn shop?
She's got a good personality, and she's so sweet.
Oh, snap. That's the thing, guys. A lot of people pull off scams like this. And let me tell you, the way this woman starts behaving with Ashley is just downright bizarre and idiotic. But hey, let's not waste any more time on the theatrics and get down to business, shall we?
Look that up? Yeah, I got a price. I adore.
Now Ashley's starting to feel a bit uneasy with this whole situation. It's not every day you encounter someone acting all creepy when you've never even met them before. And here's the kicker. This woman insists she's been here before. But wait till you hear what the system records actually reveal. And trust me, it's gonna be a shocker.
I look her up in the system.
She's never been here, right?
I can't find her.
Well. Are we really surprised here? This woman just can't seem to stop flirting with Ashley. But what really concerns him is her dishonesty. And let me tell you, her response to it is nothing short of idiotic, yet undeniably hilarious. We've got ourselves a real comedy act unfolding right in front of our eyes.
So you lied to me?
I do like you.
No, you lied.
Now, I can't help but wonder if she was just playing her cards to seal the deal, or if she genuinely had a thing for Ashley. Either way, she managed to strike a deal, and now she's out of Ashley's hair. Mission accomplished, I suppose, now back at the pawn shop. And this time, we have a surprise because we've got a whole cast of characters in here today. Check out this lady starting off all cheerful and friendly, saying hi to the folks at the front desk. But out of nowhere, she does a complete 180 and turns ice cold. What's her deal?
Ring out. You lost this ring.
This lady is all like, I totally came by here last month, I swear. But guess what? The computer ain't lying, my friends. The receptionist straight up told her that her precious ring is nowhere to be found. And you know what? It's on her. If she really cared about that ring, she should have shown up way sooner to claim it, but she didn't, so tough luck, I guess.
You didn't bring it last month. You brought it 4 months ago.
Now this lady is totally losing her marbles, you know? I mean, it's kind of dumb if you ask me. She should have just remembered where she left her stuff, but no. Instead, she's going off like some chatty old grandma, non-stop yapping about it.
Give me my motherfucking ring and let me see a manager in this bitch. I'll get you a manager in this bitch.
Oh boy, we've got a real character on our hands here. This lady just won't accept any responsibility, I tell ya. Hey lady, newsflash. It's your job to remember, not his. This is where she's really taking the cake and acting like a complete idiot. And get this, she starts pointing fingers at poor Les, blaming him for this whole mix-up.
You got me up.
Well, no, you got yourself up.
No, you got.
Can you believe it? I mean, come on, lady. It's clearly your fault, not his. Thank goodness for that bodyguard who swiftly stepped in and removed her from the scene. I gotta say, it's giving me secondhand embarrassment. Just look at the unending drama.
Sorry that your grandma's ring exceeded its time limit. You made the mistake and did.
But what we've got next will blow your mind. So it's just another day dealing with annoyed customers. This lady was supposedly waiting for 2 hours, or so she said. But man, isn't she a little too aggressive?
Oh, you gonna ignore me. Can I get some help?
Now Ashley jumps in to handle the situation, but this lady won't even let Ashley speak for a single minute. Such a big mouth.
You need some better help up in here. I've been standing here going on almost 2 hours.
This lady just won't quit shouting, and to be honest, Ashley is so done with it. But you won't believe what this customer does next. It's seriously shocking.
Because he told me.
Seriously, what kind of lady does that? I get that she's mad, but why resort to getting physical when the manager is talking calmly too? This lady couldn't handle it, I suppose. You won't believe what she does next. Seriously shocking stuff.
Man.
This customer walks in claiming she's here to get back the stuff she pawned off. But guess what?
Sit. Buy. Not pawn. They were buy.
Turns out she didn't pawn anything. She straight up sold it off. Man, this lady is clueless. She doesn't have her ticket and she expects someone to help her out? Seth tries to intervene, but it's pointless because this woman just can't grasp the fact that without the ticket, there's nothing anyone can do.
If you bring me the ticket, I'll be more than happy to take care of it for you.
I need my.
Show me the ticket.
I don't have my ticket.
Now she's all paranoid, thinking people are trying to deceive her, and she's planning to take matters into her own hands. Uh-oh, that can't end well. At this point, it's best to just walk away, lady.
Phone call.
A little phone call?
I'll be up here to handle y'all
Who you having?
This lady is refusing to leave until her brother shows up to give the pawn shop owners a beating. How messed up is that? Seriously, this woman needs to just shut up.
Better be ready.
For what?
Because my brother's gonna
ready
come up here and
to
handle
do
you.
what?
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. These were just a few of the characters who made it onto our Idiot of the Day list.
Customer flirting. Imagine you're ready to pawn that chain, right? How about using your charm to score a sweeter deal? Remember Ashley? She had a customer smitten with a better offer.
You're the first person I met when I first come here to this pawn shop. Yesterday, I come up here and I got my chain out. Now I got to pawn it again.
Well, how much you have it in pawn for before?
Oh, I had it on 120. I was going to pawn it for 200. Do you want to take a look at it?
Yeah.
Just wait, my friend. What's the plan here? You and Ashley? Do you like BFFs? Now, from where this unconditional love stems, suspicion might be knocking at your door.
I can't find her name in the system.
You sure can keep a woman waiting.
Well, here's the thing. I don't even see you in my system. So you lied to me?
I do like you.
No, you lied.
I adore you.
I appreciate
would not
that.
lie to you.
Whoa, that confession strategy is next level. But hey, reality's the ultimate plot twist, right? Plans in our heads versus the real-time remix don't always sync up.
How much did you get on this?
I get last time 120.
Okay. I'll give you 130.
Okay.
All right, step on over. I think I've got a customer for life.
It's good to see you.
Nice to see you.
700 cockroaches. No shiny metal, no problem. Time for a quirky twist. Snag those cockroaches and hit the pawn spot down the alley. Who knew creepy crawlies could be the new currency? Hold the phone, folks. His eerie charm's catching on.
They are Madagascar hissing cockroaches.
Oh! Ew! 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 Ew!
Did you want to see one?
No! Love it!
Yeah, those gross goodies. He's got his sneaky secrets for that oddball offering.
I was using them to feed my Savannah monitors.
That is disgusting. How many do you have?
If you pick one of these up, they're actually heavy because there's so many of them in there.
I really do believe you.
Seriously, bro, we're talking a buck a pop. Those things are tough to sell, even as giveaways. It's like offering a lifetime supply of, well, nope. You better take them back home.
I wish I had somebody that needed them. Thank you very much. I'm sorry. I bought living creatures in the past. Cockroaches isn't in our repertoire, but the best thing about it, the look on Ashley's face, priceless.
That was gross.
Chicken Man. Alrighty, folks, we've got the Rocket Man on our radar. But hold on to your feathers, because here comes the Chicken Man on a mystery hunt while eating chicken in the pawn shop. That's ironic.
You hungry?
No, I'm not that. I got this for free. I work there, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, do you?
Yeah, let me show you.
Feel free to lay your chicken on the counter.
All right, look, this is what I do. I say I got chicken and finger sucking. Come for a plucking.
Looks like we've cracked the age-old riddle. Why'd the chicken cross the road? Well, to get a pawn shop watch, of course. But hey, buddy, you're not pulling a poultry prank now, are you?
He's eating chicken while he's talking to me.
Oh, all right, look, everything I'm getting right there.
You're spitting chicken on the counter.
That's for you, man. Can I see that right there?
Sure. You see it?
How much this cost?
$1,200.
$1,200.
Check out Mr. Chicken over here. He's likely on a goof-off mission. However, Seth seems to be pretty annoyed. Oh, here's how he neutralized the chicken threat.
Are you seriously gonna buy something, or are you just...
You ain't even let me see.
Dude, now you're bothering me. In a second, Byron's about to choke a chicken.
Oh, choke a chicken.
He's about to.
All right, look. Make a deal.
Byron, you want me chicken?
Touching chicken?
Come on, man, let's go.
And you know what? You ain't got to touch me.
Angry mom. This mama's boy strolls into the store peddling his speaker. Seth's deal? Not winning any gold stars. Looks like our dude here is stuck in a pickle.
I got a speaker.
You got multiple speakers.
We $150 short, so I'm hoping you guys can help us out.
Realistically, I could sell you them for about $100.
So what you trying to give me for this? I want 150. What you
Selling it or pawning it?
Selling it.
$45.
Mr. Black, you're in for an offer based on your goods. Just a heads up though, his chat game with Seth could ruffle more scratches than a ticklish itch.
So I can get you $45.
I don't need from these mother. They won't give me what I want.
You came in, you want $150.
Damn.
What?
Mama, you
You don't talk like that in front of these people. I done raised you better than that. Now you apologize.
I'm taking my speaker.
What?
Oh, yes! Preach it, mama! Time for a lesson or two. Junior needs a masterclass in manners. Let's dial up an apology for his bad language.
I can't take you nowhere. It's the whole city without you.
Mother.
Boy,
What do I pay you guys for? I'm hiring her.
I can't take you nowhere.
I hope this kid learned his lesson.
Right.
Don't hit me in the car. Get in the car.
Okay.
Minute paint. Disrespecting Ashley. This man is on the hunt through the shop, spotting a bed-cum table. He's got a plan for some store-wide spotlight drama. Look what he has to say.
This is a sex table, baby, right?
This actually...
Get your ass over and shut up.
Get off that bed. First
No,
of all.
I ain't getting no.
Get off that bed.
Get kicked in the.
Might not be your regular Tuesday, because this time, the devil isn't at the crossroads, but at the pawn shop.
Gotten $650 for this stuff.
Can't do it. This is 50.
Les hasn't ever made a deal with the devil, but this time around, he's willing.
Dad?
I take 650.
I can't give it to you.
I guess we don't have a deal.
I'm sure you're curious about what happened, so let's not waste any time and jump right into it. So this customer walks into the pawn shop looking visibly upset. As usual, Ashley greets him and asks how he's doing on his television. Can you guess what his response was?
What the I look like on my TV?
He starts getting rude with Ashley, and not only that, he insists on being helped by another employee because he's annoyed with Ashley. And guess what happens next?
Put your finger in my face. Don't put your finger in.
Yep, that's how he ended up there. Crazy, isn't it? This customer's behavior became even more disrespectful. Just to prove that Ashley was completely wrong and useless, that's when, as you saw, the big guy steps in and knocks him down. But he continues to yell and curse at her. Eventually, Byron forcefully removes him from the shop.
You got me up. No, let's go. Let me go. Let me go, man.
Just when he thought everything had settled down, the customer goes ahead and threatens Ashley, saying he'll come back to get her. Oh dear, that's the biggest mistake he made since entering the shop. We all know what happens when someone messes with Ashley, right? Well, brace yourself and see it for yourself.
On the ground. On the ground. On the ground.
Dang, the customer was literally scared for his life. Next up, it was just another normal day at this famous pawn shop called American Jewelry and Loan, located right in the heart of Detroit, USA. He comes in with his Xbox and immediately tells Les that he needs to get as much money as he possibly can for it. Like, obviously, that is clearly what everyone is here for at the pawn shop. He knew that they probably get a lot of Xboxes anyway, so that does not set him apart from the rest of the regular customers. When Les asked what he needed it for, this guy had quite a story to tell. And it is definitely a full-fledged roller coaster. He reveals that he needs as much cash as possible, and it is all for his girlfriend. Why? I bet nobody saw that coming. This dude walks in and starts spilling some seriously bizarre beans. Now, Les wasn't sure if this guy was pulling his leg or being dead serious, which was $80, which is way far from a whopper of $300. He even put his finger on Leslie's face, and that is when he knew it was time for this guy to leave. And he did not make it easy or go. Well, at least they wished him a good day. Moving on to the next.
You talking to?
Alright folks, let me set the scene for you. we got Sharonda and her son Deontay strolling into the pawn shop on a mission to get some bling bling for a special occasion. You see, it's Sharonda's birthday, and she's all about treating herself to some classic, fabulous jewelry. Alright guys, brace yourselves for the next chapter in Sharonda's jewelry adventure. So she's browsing through the sparkling goodies and finds another piece that catches her eye. This time, it's a real beauty. And let me tell you, Deontay's reaction? Yeah, it did not go over well. Not one bit. You gotta see this, folks. The tension in the air is thicker than molasses as Sharonda reveals her newfound treasure to her son. Sharonda finally loses her cool and tells her son to keep quiet because it is her birthday and she is allowed to pick out whatever she likes, and he definitely does not get any say in this. Seth comes to her defense too and tells the son that it's her birthday and her money, so she gets to make her choice. And finally, down to the #1 worst customer. He was being very crude, and Ashley notices his presence there very quickly, especially considering how loud he was being. He again keeps shouting for someone to come help him, and then, you won't believe this, but he asks for Ashley in person and says she is his girl. Take a look at what he was saying, or rather shouting.
Ashley, man, that's my girl. Yeah, I want Ashley, man.
Oh boy, get a load of this, guys. Ashley was absolutely disgusted by what was going down. Turns out this dude we're talking about is a regular at this store, and he's always spewing disrespectful comments left and right. But here's the twist. Most of those nasty remarks are aimed right at Ashley herself, and let me tell you, it's not gonna end peacefully. And that's a wrap, folks. We hope you enjoyed diving into the world of Hardcore Pawn, and we'll be tagging along with Ashley, Rich, and the whole crew as they navigate the wild world of pawnbroking. The first listing that I have for you today will totally blow you away.
Excuse me, you trying to scam me? Excuse me, excuse me.
So this super chill customer walks into the store, all dressed up and comfy, and heads straight to Ashley to handle some serious business. But hold up, because what she drops on us next is straight up mind-blowing. She hits Ashley with the bombshell that she's got a baby on the way, due in just a month. And guess what she wants? A horse! Yeah, you heard me right, a full-on horse chair for kids. She claims she saw it right here in the store last week, but couldn't swing the cash at the time.
When are you due?
Well, I'm due next month.
Oh, is it your first?
Yes, it is. My first.
Congratulations.
But wait up, there's more. When Ashley starts digging for details, she spills some serious tea. Apparently last week this horse of hers was priced at a cool $20, but that's not even the wildest part, believe it or not. She starts pouring her heart out to Ashley, sharing her tough story. Turns out she's a single mom, and her no-good husband just up and left her hanging. And get this, y'all, she's rolling with just $10 in her pocket right now. Talk about a major struggle. I mean, can you even wrap your head around this whole situation? We've got a comfy customer, a baby on the way, and a horse hunt in a pawn shop. It's like a whole new level of pawn shop pandemonium. Will Ashley buy into this roller coaster of a story, or see through the smoke and mirrors? Will this mama-to-be get her horse and live happily ever after? Only time will tell, my friends. Ashley didn't stop at just asking about her job situation. She went above and beyond to lend a helping hand. I'm talking about next-level generosity here. You won't even believe it. So, after the customer shared that she was trying to find work, Ashley's gears started turning. She wasn't gonna let this mama struggle on her own. She knew that actions speak louder than words, and she was ready to take action. Ashley's got a heart of gold, and she wasn't about to let financial hardship hold this customer back. She reached into her own pocket, offering some much-needed financial assistance to help ease the burden.
You give me the 5, and then my gift to you is the remaining 15.
No doubt, fam. That's exactly why we're all big fans of Ashley. She's got a heart of gold and goes above and beyond to help people out. I mean, seriously, who would be so generous as to sell a $20 item for just $5? Ashley's all about spreading love and making sure everyone feels valued and supported. But hold up, because Ashley's kindness doesn't stop there. She sees the potential in this customer and wants to offer her a real shot at turning her life around. She invites her to come to the office after the baby arrives so she can hook her up with a job right here in the shop. Talk about a game changer, right? Ashley's not just handing out fish, she's teaching this mama how to catch them too. And get this, when it was time for the customer to head out, Ashley didn't just send her on her way. Oh no. She personally walked her to her car, making sure she felt supported every step of the way. Now brace yourself for what went down in the parking lot, because it's gonna blow your mind. You won't believe the unexpected twist that took place right there.
Again, thank you so
My
much.
pleasure. Anything to help you and the baby.
Oh my god, I can't even! That situation was like the ultimate plot twist, right? Talk about a roller coaster of emotions. It's one of those moments where you just go, WTF, did I just witness? I mean, imagine the poor lady walking in, all hopeful and thinking she's about to score a free gift and a job. She must have been on cloud 9, thinking she had hit the jackpot. But little did she know, her big ol' lie would get caught. Out of nowhere, that fake baby belly just falls right off. I can't even describe how hilarious and unexpected that was. It's like something straight out of a comedy sketch. I couldn't stop laughing. I bet even Ashley had to do a double take and try to hold back her laughter. It's one of those moments that'll be etched in our memories forever. I can already picture the memes and gifs flooding the internet. But hey, let's give credit where credit's due. That lady sure knows how to pull off a wild prank. I can't even imagine the planning and preparation that went into that hilarious stunt. She definitely knows how to keep us all entertained.
You offered her a job after she had the baby.
I think she just had the baby.
I mean, he isn't wrong technically, you know. And if you thought this was crazy, hold on to your hats, fam, because the next lady is about to blow you away, quite literally. Get ready to witness some next-level insanity. She walked into the store like a whirlwind with a vibe that screamed, I'm here to cause chaos.
Yeah. Focus.
You won't even believe what went down here. This lady struts into the store like she owns the place. But instead of slaying with her looks, she's got a pacifier in her mouth. I repeat, a freaking pacifier. And she's proudly declaring herself as Bebe. Like, seriously, can it get any more cringe? All eyes were on her, and not in the way you'd expect. It was a mix of confusion, amusement, and secondhand embarrassment. I mean, who walks into a pawn shop rocking a pacifier like it's the latest fashion trend? This lady, apparently. But hold up, fam. It doesn't stop.
What are you saying?
Well, I like to do hair.
Oh boy, we're diving into a whole new level of eccentricity here. This man walked into the store with an ensemble that screams unique. A shower cap, makeup on, and a fur coat. Talk about making an entrance. Seth could already tell that dealing with this customer wouldn't be a walk in the park. And true to his instincts, this guy had quite an interesting reason for wanting to sell his fur coat. Brace yourselves, folks, because it's about to get even more bizarre. He claimed that he needed some extra cash to get through beauty school. Now, we can all appreciate the pursuit of education, but this was definitely a new one for the books. We can't help but raise an eyebrow at this unusual request. It's moments like these that make you wonder what goes on in people's minds. But hey, that's the beauty of hardcore pawn. Oh boy, hold on to your seats, because things are about to get even more awkward. As Seth asked this customer if he goes to school like that, the guy starts talking about his passion for doing hair. Now, that's all well and good, but what comes out of his mouth next is enough to make the air around them feel uncomfortably silent. He starts sharing some rather personal details. Talk about TMI, too much information.
The wax, ass bleaching. Yup.
Anal bleaching, I've heard of that.
Things took a truly uncomfortable turn. It seems like this guy completely missed the memo on boundaries, respect, and appropriate conversation topics. Just when we thought it couldn't get any weirder, he decides to bring up the subject of anal bleaching at a pawn shop. Seriously, dude? That's definitely not a topic you'd expect to hear in such a setting. But wait, it gets even worse. What he did next made the situation go from uncomfortable to downright cringeworthy.
I paint my own nipples. Just a little paint.
I'm uncomfortable dealing with this guy.
Dude, I can't even begin to comprehend what just happened. That guy seriously had zero filter or sense of appropriateness. Who in their right mind starts talking about painting nipples in a public place like a pawn shop? It's like he was on a mission to make everyone uncomfortable and cringe to the max. And the worst part? He knew it was being recorded. Like, bro, did you forget that cameras are everywhere in this place? Did you think it would make for good television or something? Newsflash, nobody wants to hear about your private nipple painting adventures. I mean, they all looked so awkward and disturbed by the whole ordeal. It's like they were stuck in a real-life episode of Awkward Encounters 101. I don't know about you, but I'm still trying to process what just went down. Can we all just agree to keep our private hobbies and intimate details to ourselves, especially in public places? Please and thank you. But this next customer is downright disrespectful. And I don't understand why poor Ashley always gets the people who throw so many tantrums.
Somebody else to talk to, it don't even matter. I don't have to talk to you.
And I don't talk to you either, so why do you...
So this lady struts into the store, flaunting her Gucci bag, thinking she's about to cash in on it big time. She's looking to get a loan of $150 for that designer piece. But hold up, Ashley ain't having it. She inspects the bag like a hawk and drops the bombshell. She's only willing to offer $50 for it. Now, you can imagine the look on the woman's face. She's not exactly thrilled with that quote.
Why is it $50? The certificate and everything is in there. And the bag costs actually way more than that.
Well, if you can tell, it's...
In fact, she's downright pissed off from the get-go. She starts going on and on, trying to justify why $50 is an insult to her precious bag. She's all like, hey, it's got the certificate and everything. I deserve at least $75 for it, even though it originally cost way more. But Ashley, being the savvy businesswoman she is, ain't buying it. She calmly explains to the woman that the bag is stained, and that's why she can't offer the price she's looking for. It's like trying to sell a damaged slice of pizza for full price, you know? The lady's just gonna have to accept the reality of the situation.
But you still willing to buy for $50 though, so if it wasn't worth it, why would you even...
And let me tell you, the exchange between Ashley and this bag-loving customer is anything but pleasant. It's a classic case of someone thinking their precious item is worth more than it actually is. Will the lady come to her senses and take the deal, or will she storm out of the store in a fit of rage? Yeah, things really start to heat up at this point. The woman, clearly not satisfied with Ashley's explanation, starts raising her voice and getting all confrontational. Ashley, being the pro she is, remains calm and composed. She's not about to back down from a little confrontation. She stands her ground and reiterates that the condition of the bag significantly affects its value. It's like trying to sell a scratched-up smartphone for top dollar, you know? People want their luxury items to be in tip-top shape. But this woman, she's not having any of it. She's convinced that Ashley is trying to lowball her and rip her off. The tension in the room is real. Customers nearby are watching with wide eyes.
Can I talk to somebody else? I don't want to talk to your pepperoni looking ass. Can I get somebody?
My pepperoni look...
Oh boy, that customer really crossed the line with her insults. Pepperoni looking ass is definitely an unusual choice of words. And well, it's not a very flattering one either. It's basically an insult and a very stupid one. But here's the thing. This customer clearly underestimated Ashley's authority and position in the store. She didn't realize that Ashley was not just any employee, but actually one of the owners. Talk about a major oops moment on her part. Ashley, being the boss lady that she is, didn't take kindly to the disrespect. She made it clear that she didn't want to engage in any business transaction with someone who was being so blatantly rude and disrespectful. And honestly, who can blame her? No one should have to put up with that kind of behavior, especially in their own establishment.
I don't talk to you either, so why don't you go home? Leave
Can I talk to somebody else? Why do I have to talk to you?
Because
You disrespectful.
I'm disrespectful.
She kept shouting and abusing Ashley while the guard escorted her out of the door. But she could scream all that she wanted. Ashley was not going to give one tiny little thought about it. You disrespect them, you're out of the store. Simple. I just don't understand what was the need to get disrespectful in the first place. And why was she so pissed at everyone? OML. So that's a wrap on WTF Moments on Hardcore Pawn. If you've enjoyed the wild and outrageous encounters we witnessed today, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button to never miss an episode of jaw-dropping pawn shop drama. See you in the next one. Signing out.